Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, gotta binge watch. If you don't like it, then you want to invite it. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you're clocking out. Wanna miss a second of this HD content? Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn it back and tell you sorry, crack in. Hey, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hey, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, Carla, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm waiting on my guests to come on in. Everybody running late tonight, but I was like, let me go ahead and start because everybody know we're supposed to start at 9 o'clock. So they will come in. They will stroll in to the StreamYard. Did I say StreamYard? StreamYard. The StreamYard. You say good evening. Oh yeah, I knew what you meant. I did that this morning. I was on somebody's live and it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I told them good morning, and they was like, good afternoon. I've been all off track. Everybody been off track. Like, people don't know what day it is. Like, some people who stuck in the house, like me and a lot of other people, it's like, okay, is it daytime? Is it nighttime? Is it lunchtime? Is it morning time? Is it key? Is that my caramel D? My caramel D.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
What it do, Friday Night Live squad? What it do?
Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, Comedival in the house. Hey, Comedival in the house. Hey, Comedival in the house.
What you got on? Is that a dress or a shirt?
It's just a shirt, honey. I'll be hot in here. I'm like, I
Girl,
got to be comfortable today.
I think I'm getting close to menopause. I'll be hot.
Well, I'm already in it, so.
I'll be hot. I'll be like, dang, let me wear my little space heater at. My summer, I need to open a window.
Girl, I got my own personal summer. I thought I was over that, but yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I know. I think I don't know what's up with George with Zilla.
He said he wasn't coming. He wasn't gonna make it tonight.
Oh,
I seen that message.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, you did. It was in there.
Ooh, that's my bad. That's my bad. I didn't even see the message. I'm just now seeing it right now.
Yeah, it was on there. I seen it.
My bad. It's okay, but that's cool. That's all right. The show goes on. I know my homegirl Sam, she wanted to come on too, so she just
hey, come on in.
I did just talk to her. I just talked to her and told her I sent her the link and I showed her how to come on. So she said she'll be a little late, but she'll come on. But anyway,
the deacon do wrong can't do right.
Girl,
did you say the deacon do wrong can't do right?
You know what? Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Because he said he was gonna come.
You know what? Hold on. Let me get into let me get into my inbox. Hold on. When did I talk to him? Was that 3 days ago?
Because I talked to him earlier. He told me.
Well, hold up. What did he say?
He said send it and he'll come in.
So you sent him the link?
No. I didn't have a link. When I talked to him, it was way earlier in the day.
Aw, man. Hold on.
That was before you sent the link.
Hold up. Let me go.
But all you got to do is send it to him. He'll come in.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to him right now. Because I sent him like the topics. Ooh, let's see. Oh, come on, Facebook. Work with me now. Work with me now. Okay. All right. Send. Okay, I just sent. I'm like, don't have me come. I will jump through the screen. on these Negroes.
I don't even think these folks is ready for Deacon do wrong, can't do right.
Girl, I don't know. How has your week been?
My week, I you know what? I really don't remember it. But
What's up, sir?
no, it's been a good one.
Hey, Tim. You said
Hello
what?
out there.
You said your week has been what?
It's been okay. I've been here.
Well, hey, you know what? A lot of people are happy today because, well, should I say this week? Because they've been getting those stimulus checks, them virus checks.
I ain't got zippity doo-dah.
Let me change our screen so we like kind of in the middle. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing yet. Yet anyway.
Tim said, what is the show about? It's Friday Night Live. We talk about anything and everything on Friday Night Live. You got a topic, and we'll talk about it. Sir King, jump in the chat. Jump in the chat, Sir King. I just dropped the link. I need you to jump in the chat. Jump on the StreamYard. I got to talk to you. Hey, Miss Natalie Norlands.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Are you modded up on my chat? Hold on, let me see. Miss Natalie Norlands, are you modded up? I need to mod you up on this channel. Is that Sir King? Hey, Sir King.
Hello.
I got one question off tops.
Hi.
And I ain't gonna ask you none of those questions that them other folks be asking you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I do not think you are Wolverine, okay?
I'm not Wolverine.
I do not believe you are. So we right here, right? So far. Why you change your picture? Your eyes is different. Why you? Is that because the Duchess was doing the same? There you go. See what's so you can make the eyes turn a different. What the heck is going on? I thought it was an imposter over on whose channel was that earlier? Was it Breeze? Yeah, Breeze channel when that lady called you up, had you jump on the live because she wanted to ask you a question.
Well, I get a lot of flack for the eyes.
I like it. It looks really like I don't know.
Creepy.
Not creepy, but luring. It's like really I don't know.
No, they look creepy.
I'm looking for Miss Natalie Norlands. I'm gonna have to mod you up. I'm about to go to the live right now so I can mod you up.
I mean, but if that's the look you're going for, then you achieved it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what word I'm trying to find. I'm like I can't catch it right now, but definitely not creepy. Not creepy.
Mysterious.
No, mysterious. That's it. There you go. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. Mysterious. Kind of mysterious.
So I am totally out of the loop. How you doing, Sir King? I'm Karma Diva.
Hello, Karma Diva?
Yes.
Caramel or Karma?
Caramel.
Caramel like the candy.
Hello, Caramel Diva.
Hello to you too.
No, Sir King. I'm just like I've been watching you for a minute, and you know me by Tanya, right?
I know you by your primetime review show.
Right.
Channel.
And that's the whole reason why I was telling folks that is not Wolverine. Now, I might not know who you really are. I have my ideas, but I'm probably wrong. But I'm like, first of all, Wolverine, I don't know him from a can of paint. So when you had jumped on my StreamYard that one day and you had mentioned my other channel that I really don't even promote anymore because I'm focused on the hood table, that's when I was like, nah, that ain't Wolverine.
I'm not Wolverine.
That's what did it for me. And some people think I'm crazy, and I'm like, oh well, it is what it is. But
you know, I do have a nickname called the Maple King.
The what?
The Maple King.
Are you a lumberjack?
What?
No.
No, I'm asking.
Caramel and maple. You don't get. That's all right. Okay, that's flop.
Caramel and maple do not mix. That is not a good combination, Sir King.
They both sticky.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and mod my girl Miss Nolan's up.
I'm just saying
Well, you're caramel.
I am.
Okay.
They
And Tanya makes
cakes.
cakes.
Your mama wants you to have.
Yes, I make cakes. Hey. Hey. Cakes.
Oh, shoot. It's too early. It's too early for that right now.
I make the kind of cakes you like to eat, not like the song goes, okay? I make good cakes. Ask Karma Diva.
They are delicious. They are instant diabetes. They are delicious.
Cakes
but oh my gosh.
Cakes are supposed to be sweet.
My Lord, you abided by that.
Girl, Miss Nancy Nolans, I just made you a mod, and I miss you too, and I miss you going live. Tim Rollerson said, "How do you get live for my ministry? I'm a preacher."
Try StreamYard, sir.
Oh yeah, StreamYard. StreamYard works really well. StreamYard, you can use StreamYard from Facebook, from YouTube, and IG, I think. Or is it just Facebook and YouTube?
It might just be the two, I think.
Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, it might just be Facebook and YouTube. I don't know. I don't know, but I like StreamYard because I can have people jump on the chat like Sir King. So, Sir King, how do you feel about all this attention you've been receiving across YouTube land in our sector?
Well, to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked. The whole thing with Wolverine, me being Wolverine, I did not expect that because I don't think I sound like Wolverine. When I hear myself, I don't hear Wolverine.
I don't either.
But they said it, and the story went crazy. And it's just been a zoo because everybody thinks I'm affiliated with Wolverine, and it's been crazy. That's all I can say.
So what is it that you are doing that's attracting attention?
I think the question, to give you a little backstory, this person Wolverine has somewhat of a blemished reputation as a messy individual. And he recently got somewhat doxxed, and then he had to come out of the shadows to stop doxing because they were doxing the wrong person.
I remember.
So he revealed himself about 2 weeks ago, and then he stopped appearing. Then I just happened to pop up on the scene, and now they thought I was him. So that's where we are today.
And I get why they think like. Okay, I had an idea who you were, and I told everybody I probably wrong. I stand in my ish if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong when I say you are not Wolverine. Like, to me, you guys don't sound nothing alike. And Wolverine is one of those people where I could be in the middle of anywhere, any city, any store, any environment, and if I heard his voice, I'd be like, Wolverine, where you at? He has a very distinctive voice to me. So
we both have somewhat of a deep voice. His voice is more energetic than mine, I would say. He stutters to some degree. I don't stutter as much, but it's just been fascinating to see the hate that I've experienced. But people don't like a good thing. I just came on to offer verbal commentary, and that seems to be people just love the hate thing.
Go ahead.
What kind of content are you putting out or commenting on? Is
just stuff primarily in current events and the beef sector primarily.
And we are in the beef sector.
We're in the beef sector.
Like, what is
See,
She'll
Karma.
tell you I'm a nerd. I spend a lot of time watching documentaries and
Mhm.
history
Mhm.
and a lot of Disney with my 9-year-old. So
She's
Okay.
a lot.
with some of the. She's familiar with some of the YouTubers in our sector, but
Yes,
but not all of them. Like
no.
she's familiar with like Tasha K, Willie D,
Oh,
Lovely T.
yeah.
But as it
Yeah.
goes further down the the pipeline,
Mhm.
she doesn't know like all the beefers per se. I don't
No.
even know how I got in this sector, and I don't beef. I
I was gonna say, Tanya, you know me. I don't beef. I come in, and if you got an issue with me, I'm very blunt, and that's gonna be the end of it. I don't have time for the back and
there is
forth.
no end over here in
I
the beef sector. Tell her, Sir King, there is no end.
No, it's crazy because like the individuals you just mentioned, such as Tasha K, Lovely T, and the other individual is primarily like entertainment, like celebrity
Yeah,
entertainment to a
yeah,
degree. The beef sector is like in a world of its own in the sense that the content creators are the entertainment, but it deals with real life. Like we're not talking like reality TV because reality TV is kind of fake. This
yeah.
it's
stuff
all
is like
scripted.
right. This stuff is like real. People are doing stuff
Real,
to their real life, you know. So
real. So has somebody tried to dox you yet? Try to figure out who you are? Like
I've been
you
I've
heard
been threatened.
you
I've
are,
been
right?
threatened. No, I've been threatened that they were gonna dox me. And then when I put them on blast, they started backtracking and said they didn't even know how to work a phone. So it's a lot of it's just crazy. It's just really crazy.
See, that makes no sense to me that you get that upset and animated over somebody you don't even know that's on a phone, a computer somewhere miles and miles and miles away from you. It's like, really?
Yeah, and,
I,
and the craziest thing is that I haven't said anything to warrant such a reaction.
Right. Right. Like to me, it's entertainment. Like I don't care who you are in real life. I really don't care. I mean, you're not hurting anybody. You're not, it's not like you're going around doxing people or you're going around flagging channels or you're going around dragging people or you're going around, you're just entertaining. That's what I think.
Yeah,
And
but
I
Wolverine is the person that they think I am. I don't know. They think we're working together. They're trying to nitpick at the words I said, you know. So it's very interesting. You have to be very strategic about the words you say because they will use them against you the next day.
yeah,
So
yeah.
um,
You're right. And that's why I try not to get into the beats. I get a key out of it. I'll watch, I'll comment in the chat, but I don't take it that serious. This whole sector, even though I know it's a B sector, I stopped taking, you know when I stopped taking it serious, Sir King? When the reality show hit.
yeah.
That's when I stopped taking this sector
there's
seriously.
a reality show about all of this.
Girl, there's certain YouTubers that's been doing recordings and with like producers and like like
this shit is crazy. What the hell have I
Yeah,
been missing?
they all flew
they
down to
flew
Atlanta.
people out.
Yeah.
They flew people to Atlanta. They flew people to where else did they go? Was it Arizona? No,
No, they're thinking about going to California, and they were in Mexico, right? The
Mexico.
first one? Mhm.
Yes, somewhere.
That's ridiculous.
They flew. Hey, Cola. You know what, Cola? Every time I see you, I want to call you Coca-Cola because that's my little cousin's nickname. Her nickname is Cola, but I always call her Coca-Cola because she is shaped like a Coke. She's shaped like
What if you shaped like a 2-liter?
No, she is shaped like a 20
I'm talking about me.
I'm shaped like a 2-liter. My little cousin shaped like a Coke bottle, and she always been real cute and shapely. So I always
No,
call
I
her.
take it back. I'm not a 2-liter anymore. I'm more of about maybe a 16 ounce.
I'm about a 4-liter to be honest.
That fool-
Do they make 4 liters? Because I will put them together.
No,
I
have seen 3 liters, but I don't know about no 4 liters.
That's me, a 4-liter. But but yeah, as far as the reality show, that's when I gotta backtrack. I have to be honest and backtrack. I stopped being really like focus on the beast and taking it as more than just entertainment a long time ago. It probably was when VS went to jail. You remember that, Sir King? When VS,
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
when VS went to jail, I think that's when I stopped.
Now, see, I heard about that. What happened with all of that? Didn't somebody meet up with her and she beat
wanna
them
tell
up, or?
Okay, I'll tell the story. All right. This is
Tell
what
me the story.
really intrigued me at first because it started the night before on Brianna's channel with this person who has multi personality disorder. We believe
Or
named
the
Kiki.
other chick.
No, Kiki.
Kiki, okay.
So this person,
Are you right? No, go ahead.
she's not deserving of that song.
I
No, but Kiki is a married woman with a kid.
Okay.
The night before, okay, so the person she's targeting is has lesbian tendencies.
Yeah.
Kiki all of a sudden targets this woman and says that she knows her kid, where her kid goes to school, and that she is attracted to this woman.
Okay, but we would have stopped when you said you know where my kid go to school. We would have problems then.
But that's what they used to hone in on her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to bait her. Okay, so it started that day. So this is New Year's Eve, right, Tanya? So next day is Okay, so they're on live together for everybody in the world to see, and they're courting each other. And this same woman is doing like lesbian conversation and trying to, I guess, meet up with her.
Okay.
And she wants this woman to come to her house.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody is blowing up this other lady's phone, telling her, don't go. Somebody came on the stream and started crying. And she was just like, I want to meet you and all this other stuff. And what's weird is she gave this woman an address that didn't match up with the location. Mm-hmm. She even told her that her husband wasn't home and that her daughter wasn't home. But then she talked to her daughter like 10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. It was suspect from the beginning that day.
So then the woman who's being courted says, "Can I just meet you at IHOP? Do I have to come to your house?" Okay. Right. So then there's this other woman that's stalking the chat. And she says, "Okay, we'll meet up at IHOP." So somehow they put the wrong interstate. Yeah. And this person that's stalking the chat puts in the right interstate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy.
So how does the stalker know the right interstate, but the person supposedly meeting got the wrong one?
She lives nearby.
Right.
But I said more than that. But go ahead, Sir King.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So let me say, the other person that's stalking the chat tried to give the woman who's being courted some used furniture, and that didn't go too well. And she didn't like that she was being rebuffed. So just keep that piece of information in your mind. All right. So then they agreed to meet at the IHOP. Okay. So Kiki gets there, but then Kiki takes off because the woman being courted was a little bit late. Okay. The woman being courted was so worried that she got out the car filming. Okay, filming what was going on.
Yep.
So the lady courting her then comes back, asks her why she had to park in the front of IHOP, which was weird, and then decides to take her to get her eyebrows done. Not the woman being courted, but the woman that's meeting her. Mm-hmm. They go off to get the eyebrows done. Everybody's like, what the hell? So we like, is she buying for time for something?
Yeah. See?
Make a long story short, they're all on YouTube at this IHOP, just sitting with each other, giggling and everything. Now here comes the lady that we're talking about that was stalking the chat.
Stalker.
She
Okay.
comes in and like, I guess aggressively talks to the woman that's being courted.
Uh-huh.
Like, what you gonna do? Because I guess there was some threats being made.
All in her face like this.
Yes. Yep.
Oh no.
Pretty much.
That
So there wasn't no blows in the restaurant. So the lady that came in, who's stalking them, through the chat, gets up and starts to leave. Now the woman who's being courted gets up, follows after her, and I guess there wasn't really a fight, but she beats her down in the parking lot and then sits on her a little bit and slaps her in the head.
Man, that shit was fun. I don't care what nobody say.
Okay.
Mind you, this whole time, the woman who wanted to date her or pretended to be a fake lesbian did not even defend her.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
So what was her point in pretending to be a fake lesbian, just to see if she could do it?
Go ahead.
The conspiracy theory is that they were waiting for some people to arrive at the restaurant to then take her somewhere as if they were going to hook up or something, and then I guess assault or whatever.
See, that's one conspiracy theory that I heard, and I don't know this Kiki real well, but I just was suspect from the beginning. Like, I know Kiki that said so many times, I didn't have nothing to do with it. It wasn't a setup. I didn't take her to IHOP to get, I just like, it's just too much of a coincidence to me.
Yeah, it's too much going. I mean, just listening to that story, there's too many red flags being thrown up, and she was smart about saying, "Hey, I'm not coming to your house. Let's meet in a public place." That was probably the smartest thing I've heard through this whole story.
I'm telling you like this. In this real stuff, real shit, whatever. If I met up with somebody and somebody else just comes out of left field and I see my person that I'm with is uncomfortable, I'm gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's just me, and that's just how I am. Like
what are you doing? Like, what is your presence here for?
I mean, it wasn't like I said. People was like, "Oh, well, she shouldn't have hit her. That's why she in jail." But I'm like, some people ain't born like that. You can't. People can't make excuses for the way they are. Like me per se. Karma Diva. We from the hood. If somebody approach us out the blue and we think they stalking us and we didn't told them a million times, stay away from us, leave us alone, stop inboxing me, whoop, and you see them in person, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. Like,
and then you all in my face and my
like it's on and popping. I ain't never walked away from a fight. Never in my life walked away from a fight. And I ain't never started no fight. So let's make that very clear. I don't start trouble. But if somebody
started, but I finish it.
Tell them to turn the other cheek. Oh, be like Jesus. Everybody ain't built like that. Some people are built like that where they're not confrontational and they never had a fight and they just I'm a law-abiding citizen. Everybody ain't like that. Sometimes it's just a click because that's how you build and you just fly off. Pew, and that's what VS did. And that's why I tell people I got her on that, and I'm not even a what they call them, TSCC. I'm not even a TSCC. You know what I mean?
But what I'll say is this, okay? But the reason she's probably in jail is this:
because the
girl was in bed. The girl, well, not necessarily that, but the girl was in her space. She should have done something then, and she waited until the girl walked away. She waited till they was outside. So there was no threat. There was no imminent danger. So she took it upon herself.
In that state, in a lot of states, if you hit first, see the way it is. Like Sir King, I said on my show the other day, me and Karma D was talking about it. Back in the day, you could fight every single day. She win, I win. She win, I win. We'll keep fighting.
Right.
But
Go back
nowadays,
and forth.
the cops, the ones who be talking all that stuff and be talking about, I'm gonna run
Right.
up you, I'm gonna do this. They keyboard gangsters, and then as soon as you mollywop they butt, you're gonna call the cops. And see, that's
Right.
a lot of people is like, oh well, she should have known better, you know.
But the thing is that really hurt her was that VS shouldn't have left the scene. You
Yeah,
know,
she shouldn't have left the scene.
because
That's
she let what's her name, Shireen. She let the person that was the stalker tell her interpretation of the situation to the cops, and that's like always the best thing.
Mm.
and yeah, VS didn't stick around. That's the thing. And but see, you know what? I try to put myself in other people's shoes, and how many people have a fight and they just stay there? I mean, come on, like seriously, like who do you know?
But she gave her info to the cops, though.
You
I
find
mean,
somebody, you whoop their ass, and you go home. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't gonna stick around and be like,
You go to a liquor store, you run to your homeboy, man, guess what just happened, man? You don't just stand there and be like, I'm calling the cops. You do.
right.
but what's
At
weird
least
about
I
that
just
is
beat
that
somebody down.
she gave her info to IHOP, though. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, you know what? I think I remember VS talking about that because she said if something happened, y'all was there to witness. Y'all saw her come up in there and sit at the table, and y'all saw her walk in because the girl Shireen walked in and said, it's such and such here, and she described VS to a T, and the people who work there said, oh yeah, because they thinking somebody just coming to meet somebody for coffee or for
Right.
breakfast.
Somebody else for the table. Yeah.
So they led her right to VS. So VS had asked the people who work there, make sure you let them know that this chick came in. She came looking for me. And,
Yeah.
you know, she went to jail. She did a little bit in jail. She's banished off of social media for a few years. But it could have
Damn
been
years.
a few years. But it could have been a lot worse. She was facing big time, huh, Sir King?
No,
Like-
no. But you didn't tell Miss Caramel Diva the whole part. We had people on this side calling the jail that
Oh,
she was in, calling the judge's chambers, asking about her diet. Like what was she eating for that day at the jail? Like it was
What was she
ridiculous.
eating?
Yes.
there's a lot of people who hate her. It's a lot of people who hate VS, and it's a lot of people, like most YouTubers. It's a whole bunch who hate. It's a whole bunch who love. And all the ones that hate her was calling the judges and stuff. Oh, well, this happened on YouTube. This happened, and what's she doing and how she doing? You know, a lot of people who hate VS, they was trying to
Candace.
make sure that she don't get out of that jail.
But how can you hate somebody that bad from YouTube?
Because
I mean, I can't think of anybody on. I mean, even old girl.
a lot of stuff goes on in the beef sector. See,
This just makes no sense to me, though.
Sir King, tell her you not down in these YouTube streets,
But I'm just saying, as an adult, with a working mind, that just makes no
Look,
sense.
this person
to me.
that we're talking about did a mock funeral of someone's dead mother.
Dead mama. She got a skeleton.
Oh, she would have got her ass beat for that one.
It's a lot of stuff that goes on. She got a skeleton. She did a mock funeral. She had black flowers and roses.
And they would have been for her.
And
they would have been for her.
A lot of stuff goes down in the B sector, and people.
I would have beat the brakes off of her.
Don't know, but see, most people is over the internet. You can't. Most of the people in here, we don't even know where they live, what they at.
Trust me, you can find what you want to find.
Yes, you can, but some people. But I'm saying you.
But okay. I mean, that level of disrespect right there.
Shireen walked up on VS, but it don't normally happen like that. Most people just talk they ish on YouTube, and that's where they leave it. They don't take it outside of no, and I'm not referring to doxing, because doxing to me is still talking they ish on YouTube. When I say take it outside, I mean running up. That's what I mean, because I done always said repeatedly, I wish a mofo would run up on me in Omaha, Nebraska, I wish some mofo would.
That ain't how it goes down.
They're gonna leave the same way they came in Jesus' name.
See, that's just. I mean, that's just some.
It sounds like some Mama D stuff.
Right. That's just some BS, and like I said, I ain't got time for it. And then as far as the disrespect of somebody's deceased mother, that's grounds for an ass whooping. That's time to beat the brakes off of her.
If you were to meet in person, that would be something that somebody would probably want to do. But see, a lot of this stuff on YouTube is just people who, as soon as people can do stuff on YouTube. Sir King say I'm lying. People can do stuff on YouTube. They can hurt you in so many ways. But as soon as you try to do something to them, they call the cops.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Them some punk bitches.
Thank you.
No, it's terrible. They want to involve authorities. Yeah.
They calling the FBI. They calling the 911.
FBI.
They calling the park rangers. They calling.
No, they call the FBI and the TSA. Was it the FBI and the TSA?
TSA, Top Flight. They calling Day. They calling everybody after they.
Well, Tanya, you know I got my own personal FBI agent.
You know, I'm just saying. That's why I say. That's why I said I stopped taking these beefs serious a long time ago.
Yeah, they call them CPS. They call them CPS. It's just crazy. Just crazy.
Yes, Karma Diva. They be calling CPS on people. They be trying to get your kids taken. They make up lies. There's all they do that on.
But who got time to sit at home and do this shit though? That's what I'm not understanding. Somebody help me. Make it make sense.
The sad part is you're thinking that it's the people who are the content creators. It's their army behind them just doing it, and then they're just feeding the information to them.
But that's just like anything, just like when that Tasha K and
Cardi B,
Lovely T beef.
Lovely T.
Yeah, with the Cardi B and all of that went down. Tasha was fueling a whole lot of shit, and then Cardi finally started chiming in too. But it was mainly their audiences, their fans, and it's like you ain't got nothing else to do. Why are y'all fighting over people who don't know shit about you?
The subscribers create a lot of the beefs. Like I see it all the time. Subscribers be in somebody's chat. Somebody over here talking about you. They over here talking about you right now. They made a post about you. Somebody over here, they got their name in your mouth. I mean, the subscribers.
Like, good. I'm doing something right then.
I like having subscribers that's really like down with your channel. You know, they supporting and all this whoop whoop whoop. But there are some subscribers who love to keep up the mess. It's just how it is. They love to keep up the mess. They do.
Right, Candace. I'm not understanding.
It's entertainment to the subscribers. A lot of subscribers. I'm the kind of subscriber because I'm a content creator and I'm a subscriber. So me as a subscriber, I love to be entertained. I love it. So if I'm watching somebody and they beefing, I'm like ha 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 key. But I'm not trying to fuel it. And trying to fuel it, trying to keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is, whatever. I'm watching, I'm eating my popcorn. But some subscribers, they don't say in the chat. They go outside of the chat fighting battles for a subscriber who sometimes just using them.
Right, because sometimes this shit is orchestrated behind the scenes to pump up views, to get subscribers. And here you are being a dumbass going to war for them. And 2 days later, they back making videos together.
She ain't even in the sector and she got it right, Sir King.
Yes, she did.
They going out to dinner kikiing about your stupid ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you know, that's just, I mean, shit. Anybody that's ever had a beef, anybody that's ever had a fight or whatever, that's the way it go.
Carla Prince in the chat, she said, unfortunately, what you are all saying is true. like Sir King, when the reality show hit, everybody was mad. But answer me honestly, Sir King, the best way you can, or your best opinion or whatever. When they did the reality show, right? And it was certain people coming. Like even the ones who were saying, I would never do it. I was, the one friend. I would never do it. I would never do it. But why do you think some people were so angry with some people going, but we're so happy for other people going? That part I didn't understand.
It's about the platform of that person. Like,
because if they're all beefing though,
No. You can't compare Tim Blaine and Fabe. Like if I was a Tim Blaine fan and I saw Fabe together, I wouldn't really care. But seeing Tim Blaine and Jay Wilson smiling at each other, I would have been heated because they never had kind words for each other. So now you're smiling with each other.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But that's a fault on production. That's a fault on production. Production should have had in the clause that you are not to be on your cell phones together or at all, and nor disclose your location
with certain people. Yeah.
So
see, I think that would have made for better. I don't know. I'm not a producer or anything like that, so I don't know. But I feel where you're coming from with that. Like maybe if they would have saw certain people engaging who are cool with each other versus certain people engaging who claim they can't stand the ground certain people walk on. Is that what you're saying?
You can't do that though, because if they're in the same vicinity, what if they're not paying attention to the background of their surrounding, and then they see Jay Wilson's talking with, let's say, Fabe, and then Tim Blaine, like you see Tim Blaine in the background,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was poor production. That's all.
I was just like, some people were like, "Oh, I'm happy for this person. I'm happy for this one, but I can't stand this person. F them." I'm like, but they're all down there together. So I don't know. I didn't get it.
So okay, so let me see if I can catch up. So they having this show, and say somebody go down and say like, okay, say if me and you was beefing. Mm-hmm. Or me and you was friends, but we both said, I'm not going, I ain't going. But then I go. And now you mad because you had the opportunity to go, but you didn't go. Is that
it wasn't like that. It was more like, say me and you beefing, like hardcore, like beefing hardcore. You a B, you a everything, and we just beefing for years, like beefing. And then we show up on a set of a show and we go live and we're hugging each other, kissing each other, and mind you, your subs and my subs have been clashing and beefing and cursing each other out and for years.
And you made me choose Tanya over Caramel.
Exactly. And some subscribers, they be like, if you talk to that person over there, if you in their chat over there, don't come in my chat. Some subscribers are like
that.
So
how the hell would they know if they ain't there themselves?
But
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I'm like
that. I get you. That's your point. But it's like certain subscribers have been having your back constantly, nonstop. Cussing out this other subscriber, throwing shade, trolling their chats, and then y'all both hook up and y'all smiling and kiki. Hey y'all, what's going on? Hey y'all, we recorded a show. And so the subscribers was like, what the? So all this time y'all been beefing, but now y'all cool. And we didn't unsubscribe from this person that you was beefing with. The other content creators, people don't unsubscribe from that person. I mean, people really putting people really, I wouldn't say, what would you call it, Sir King? Like when people really got a subscribers back, like they.
But okay, can I say this? Okay, so they get mad
support.
About that.
Yeah, support.
But what if they decide, okay, it's time to be an adult and let this shit go?
That's one thing, but it's like these people came together for a show. There's money involved. So it's like, okay, you'll stop beefing with this person to make some coins, but all these subscribers been split and choosing between subscribers because of y'all beef, then y'all come together to make money. Then y'all try to prove to the people, oh, we still beefing, but we here making money together. Oh, you know what I mean? This is just how it looks to subscribers. This is just what I hear and what I see in the channel. And I ain't got no dog in the fight.
Kind of like reality TV anywhere where they sitting around each other. They claim they can't stand each other, but y'all always at the same damn place at the same time.
And it's different though, because like these content creators are calling out subscribers, like for being in other people's chats and chastising them and all that stuff.
Yes.
So to see them together and them called you out and called your name and all that stuff, and now see them together, it's like you guys are so hypocritical. You know,
that's what a lot of people are thinking, and that's why I said I stopped really taking the beef serious after the VS. But then once it came to the reality shows, I really stopped taking the beef serious. And anytime somebody on here beefing, I mean, now there's certain people that I know for sure is beefing for real, and you can't deny they beefing for real. But these beefs that come out of no, somebody just wake up and just start cussing out another YouTuber. And they ain't really spoke on each other and I don't know how long, and now they just beefing overnight. Nah.
I'll be like, wake up and be like, what the fuck? Are you not my friend no more?
Moving on. I'm not even
right. Okay.
I'm not watching you. You're not getting my click and my view because it's fake.
Yeah.
Be like, you one less person I gotta waste breath on.
I don't do fake, and that's the thing. I hate fake. I hate like y'all. This is our time. This is our time out of our lives to watch stuff, and we watching stuff, and you saying it's fake. Say it's fake. Say it's entertainment, but don't act like it's real. And then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like reality shows. The Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives. We know that shit is scripted.
Yeah, but they're asking for our money.
Right, and then you ask for people money and super chat.
They asking for money.
Yeah, super chat.
And people actually paying them.
PayPal, yeah.
Hell no. Period.
I'm just saying, one thing I'm good at is reading a chat, and I be getting most of my giggles out the chat. I'll be like, oh Lord, that person sure feels a certain way about somebody. But I don't know. So some of the subscribers are like really thinking that okay, we've been played for a fool all this time. Y'all was fake beefing for a show. For a reality show.
See,
we've been fighting.
I don't care that much.
Fighting other subscribers and fighting other YouTubers and cussing people out and dragging people and all this kind of stuff for you, and it's all been fake. That's how some people feel.
I got too much going on in my real life to be concerned about some bullshit online. Yeah. And I mean, but that's just how I see it. Now,
but I do feel this is the new TV, though. This is the new TV. You know?
It is. It's a new TV. Karma Diva, how many times I told you that? A lot of people have told me they cut off their cable and they cut off stuff. And
I told you I ain't got mine. All
they do is watch YouTube. Like this is their entertainment. All they do is watch YouTube. They follow a whole bunch of subscribers, and that's replacing their cable. So when YouTube is all you have, and you didn't got rid of your cable and everything else, and then you kind of find out that these people basically, what do they call it, playing in your face?
Yeah, playing in your face. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit! I should have kept my cable and script this stuff. I should have.
This is just the most ignorant. I mean, I have been around ignorant situations, some of the most ignorant, but this is just, and you know, I'm very rarely at a loss for words, but this has.
Candace in the chat said, publicity stuff. Yep. And Carla said, some YouTubers enjoy pimping people. It gives them a sense of power, man.
Now the content creators are scared of trolls because the whole thing with Mess No Mess pretended to be a man and she was a woman.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people? Do they need to do a psyche eval before they let you have a channel?
When you spell, hold on, Sir King, hold on. You just said something. Okay, not about that person per se, but you know what? A lot of people was like feeling some type of way when Craig let it be. He used to be a woman, and you and her was on a chat before. That shit was
Craig,
but
wait a minute, hold on.
Mess.
Craig used to be a woman.
No, Mess is Craig.
But see, I didn't know it as Mess. I just knew it as Craig. And then I remember one day they came on Babe's show and said, and before they even said it, like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just know when somebody's gay or not, or from the minute I heard Craig's voice, I knew that was a woman. I just knew it. So when they came out and said, I was like, y'all telling me y'all really thought that was a man for real?
Hi, Goddess Refuge. Nice. I'm glad you are a first time watcher. Hope you enjoy. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and continue to join in the conversation.
Yes,
maybe you can catch me up because
we catch
this is all new to me too.
But did you think Craig was a man or a woman, Sir King?
I thought Craig was a man, to be honest with you.
I didn't. I just knew it.
But I think he has Jay Wilson so scared now.
And what's up with that? Like,
because Jay Wilson.
Don't everybody now? I know Jay Wilson. Don't everybody got him scared?
Preacher, pastor.
You know how I got introduced to him? Through you.
Was it through
when
me?
you first? Yep. When you were talking about, he said something about your cakes or something a long time ago.
When I first started YouTube, Jay Wilson, he used to always talk about my cakes and about my baking skills. And he used to always say, what did he call me? You know what he said one day? He said I remind him of a Shirley Caesar. He said I give him Shirley Caesar teas.
Okay, thank you.
I was born and raised. Not born and raised, but I was raised in church, and I was like, well, maybe that's why he think I give him Shirley Caesar teas. But anyway, he used to always talk about my cakes and all this kind of stuff. So one time I had shared a lie because Jay Wilson he said something funny about me or something. So I shared a lie with some of my friends. But yeah, he used to always talk about. You know how brother Jay talk, and this was before he came out. Like people,
right,
coming out the closet, but everybody else calls it coming out the closet. But if you've been watching him from day one, you already knew he was gay.
Right, that was quite evident when I first seen him. I was like,
there's no doubt in my mind that he was gay. So when it came out, I even made a video. I said, okay, so he came out, and what? Moving on. Like, really? Y'all thought this man was straight? And that's no shade. That's no shade. Because
but ain't no way you could have seen that man in his mannerisms and thought that he was straight.
It was like, okay, you straight and what? You gay and what? I don't care when it comes to, people, family, not family. I don't care. I'm not that kind of person. Be like, oh, he lied. Oh, okay, he's gay. All right. Okay, moving on. Next topic.
What they got to do with me?
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right. I'm like,
so he sleep with who he sleep with. I sleep with who I sleep with. Moving on.
As long as we ain't sleeping with the same person.
Thank you. As long as he ain't hollering at my Negro. Thank you.
Right.
But
now I'm about to try something, so y'all bear with me. Y'all go ahead and talk. I got this new thing.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't got.
Now, what you got to say about that, Sir King?
What you say?
What you got to say about the coming out? Were you around?
Yeah, I was around for that one, Wiley. I think the whole thing with Wiley and if he did and if he didn't. I don't know. To me, Jay Wilson seems very hypocritical. And I don't know. Tracy had the tea for the longest time and she didn't spill it. So
I thought Tracy was a good friend for that. I really do. I still believe that. I still believe Tracy was a great friend for that. And I don't want to say great friend because Sir King, when you have a friend, like a real friend, you ain't gonna spill their tea. So it's not like you're a great friend, you're a friend. You know, people pass that word around like love. People pass that word around so loosely. I just think that she was doing what a real friend would do. And if you want to come out, you do. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I mean, but I guess on these YouTube streets, I guess I can say she was a great friend.
No, I just think my issue with Jay Wilson is that he comes for women, he comes for other people, but he'll never go head to head with another man, it seems. You know, like, I'm not talking about Rico, I'm not talking about Wiley, I'm talking like a Tommy Sotomayor. Like, he's not even going at Jason right now for what he's doing. Like, I don't have anything to say. But he's going at Tracy for being in a lesbian, I don't know, relationship, possibly with Mona.
And see, the Mona thing, why did Mona... Okay, Sir King. Karma Diva, do you know Mona Simone, the one who died and came back 3 days later like Jesus?
Yeah, I remember her.
Okay.
The uber educated woman.
Yes, she got like 50 diplomas. I mean, she graduated at the top of her class in all the colleges. That one.
Yeah. I remember her.
And she's all of a sudden on YouTube with what's his name? Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And she's dragging Tracy. And I was in, who was that chat? I was in Brianna's chat earlier. And I told Brianna in her chat, I said, I stopped listening to Mona when she started talking about Tracy told her that her stuff was green. Because I'm like, who on earth? I probably wouldn't even.
Her stuff was green.
Best of friend. And Karma Diva, you know who my bestie is. I probably would my bestie that my stuff coming out green. And then say, don't tell nobody. We talk about a YouTuber that you really don't know, that you probably never met in person, but you told him your stuff coming out green. That's when I was like,
I wouldn't have told nobody that shit.
I can't,
except for my man and my doctor.
Thank you. Because I would have told him, like, dude, who the heck you been sleeping with? Because my stuff is green.
Right. He'd have been ducking and dodging some knife throwing and
girl. And yeah, of course the doctor, because I'm like, Doc, please hook it up. Please,
right.
Please fix her.
Something ain't right in Candyland, and it
But that's when I was like, I was watching it wasn't even an interview, it was just a StreamYard with Jason and Mona. And I was like, that's when I said I can't even hear no more. I just cannot believe that another YouTuber told you that their stuff was green. And then actually, if they do, what's wrong with me? Well, no.
What's wrong with you?
I can't.
If you need to go be checked out, that's what's wrong with you. I'm trying to put some extra light on the situation, but it ain't helping.
Did you hear that, Sir King? Did you hear that video?
No, I didn't hear that. I heard something similar to that on the Views or something. I'm not sure. But I didn't hear that. No.
On the View is a View?
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
It was on the View?
No. It's a YouTuber called A View is a View. You know how some people be like, oh, you trolling my chat, but a view is a view. I'm still getting paid. You know how some people like views.
Yeah.
But that's her YouTube name. But Jason was, he was dragging a view as a view at the same time. Mona was dragging Tracy on the same show the other day. And I was like.
Was this on Mona's show or Jason's show?
It was on Jason's.
Oh, okay.
And he was all in the dark. I could barely see him. I could only see like a little.
Now the weirdest thing about that situation is that I'm surprised the FBI his involvement with the FBI did not stop his behavior. He's gotten even worse. He called the SSI today and reported Tracy for fraud.
I saw that, and it was all because of Mona Simone. Because Mona said on that live that Tracy had asked her, should she report her income or something for disability, or Mona had gave her advice like, yeah, you gotta file, you gotta report. Who tells people? I don't know. I'm just looking from the outside in, and some of the stuff just don't make no doggone sense. Like, I'm not calling some other YouTuber and telling them about asking them tax advice.
Yeah.
Should I claim that? Should I? I don't.
But I think they feel like Mona is
God.
so educated that she is above it all and has so much knowledge, but she don't. I mean, her association with Jason speaks volumes. It's like he stayed online 7 hours today. He stayed online on hold 7 hours just to report that stuff about Tracy.
But my thing is with Mona Simone, and I know people have asked her to prove her diplomas from college, or her, her degrees from college or whatever. I ain't trying to do all that. I don't care. But my thing is, if I got 11 diplomas and I'm so brilliant and smart and stuff, why am I in the beef sector? There's so many other sectors that you could be in.
But she killed herself. She killed herself. She can't. That whole thing that she did,
die and come back.
That she can never. That hurt her brand forever.
Man, now wasn't she married? Wasn't she married to another chick?
She had like 20,000 subscribers, and they dropped her like a bad habit when she died.
I remember that.
Next day.
So wasn't that around when? I think that was around when Tasha was arguing with the one chick with the disabled kid.
It was. It was around.
That was when I found out about Mona, and I started kind of watching her. But then I was like, I don't know what this chick is about. So,
hey, it's me. Good night. But yeah, that was also around like the Cardi B. That was around the what's that? That Cardi B, the one who said she had herpes. No, the one that
Star Marie or Star.
Oh, that was around that time.
Well, that's how all of that started. Well, no, it started with Offset cheating, and then the Star Marie talking about Cardi had boxes of Monistat in the closet. I'm like,
yeah.
Even if she did, I don't care that woman got a yeast infection or a constant one. I don't care.
It's so much. It be so much. I'm like, that's why I don't take nothing in this sector seriously. I mean, there's certain YouTubers that I know are beefing, like for real. I know it's a legit beef. But if you cannot tell the fake beefs in this sector, then something is wrong with you. If you cannot tell the fake beefs in this sector, the beefing for dollars, beefing for coins, whatever, then something is wrong with you.
Well, do you think the James and Fabi beef is real?
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to be honest. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say this honestly. In the beginning, I didn't. And I'm just being honest. In the beginning, I didn't. But as it kept going and kept going and kept going, I was like, yeah, these two can't really stand each other. And I think that it's a legit beef. I do. I think it's a legit beef. And I think that a lot of people are upset with James Caldwell, Spilly Boy TV, aka Mother. I think a lot of people are upset with him because he's going against a female, heterosexual female, and it's like people are like, okay, well, you're going against a hetero female. You're a man. Why are you arguing with a woman? Why are you arguing? But it's like, to me, I don't know. See, I'm that girl who grew up fighting guys and girls, so it didn't matter if a dude was talking stuff or not. I mean, it didn't matter if it was a girl or a boy. If we beefing, we beefing. So that to me doesn't really matter as far as that. But some people are really upset with James because they're like, oh, she's a woman. But I feel like this. If you keep coming at a man, if he's not putting his hands on you and he's just arguing with you, and you dragging him and he dragging you,
Oh well.
you shouldn't get a pass because you wear a skirt and you're a heterosexual woman.
Thank you.
You're born with heterosexual organs.
Mhm.
I don't feel like that should
Hold
be.
on. What is a heterosexual organ?
You know what I mean? Oh, heterosexual organs, ovaries, breasts, fallopian. Come on now.
You mean female?
No, I said a heterosexual woman with their okay.
Or
But
you mean a heterosexual tendencies?
you was born with I meant you were born as a woman with women's
Mhm.
stuff. You know,
Mhm.
like a real woman.
A
Like
natural female.
some gay people feel like they were born a woman just in a different body. So that's why I said, heterosexual with the fallopian and the ovaries and the, all that stuff. But I don't feel like just because he's a man that he has no right to. If you keep clowning him and you keep dragging him and talking about his kids and talking about this and accusing him of doing stuff to children. If you don't want nobody talking stuff about you, and that's whether you're a man or female in this gay, straight, whatever, but like in the B sector, they keep saying in the B sector, if you don't want to be beefing with somebody, then shut up.
There
But
it is.
people will keep constantly talking about people in their lives and their videos, and then when somebody come after them, oh, he's a man.
Oh, they victims. They
drag
try to play victim.
in, but oh, he's a man and I'm a woman. I'm like, come on, sis.
That I say that about a lot of people. I'm like, you cannot be the aggressor and the victim. You got to pick a role and stick with it.
Pick a struggle.
You can't be both. You can't come after me, and then when I come back and retaliate, you can't get all upset and be, oh, she did that. No, because all is fair in love and war, and believe me, I'm good at both.
Exactly. And some people might say I'm wrong, like, oh, Tanya, you shouldn't agree. But it's not even like I'm picking sides or anything. I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm just built differently from others. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's.
Like, all is fair. In war, you just. Now, it'd be different if a woman was talking stuff about a man and he pounced on her and beat her butt. That's different. But if y'all just you start stuff with him and he pop off back. But some people are like, oh, he needs to be a gentleman. Just because some woman cuss you out, don't mean you gotta cuss her back. Like,
why not?
Happen? What?
She done cussed you out. Now she all sensitive and ladylike.
She done called you all kind of hoes and bees and accuse you of molesting children, and you supposed to sit there and be like,
no, that's defamation of character and a whole bunch of other shit.
Thank you. So that's how I feel about it. That's just me. That's just little old me.
So, sir, how are you surviving quarantine, sir?
Yes, sir, King.
Just staying away from as many people as possible. Like I don't want to get on that discussion because I really think that something's weird going on.
Do you think it's a conspiracy?
What do you say?
Do you think it's a conspiracy?
When was the last time in this advanced day and age we had a non-visible bacteria, I don't know, virus affect the whole global world, like the whole world?
It's SARS. Like what, 60, 70?
But we weren't affected like this with SARS.
No, the whole world was like
no, it wasn't. It hasn't affected like this has.
Like 1930,
1918 was the Spanish flu.
Yeah, 1920. Yeah, around
Spanish flu. Then you had you had different strains of bird flu. You had the H1N1, which was a swine flu.
Yeah. But to shut down the world.
Yeah, I said this is something that's, I mean, it's not fake, because how can you fake 500,000 deaths?
I'm not saying it's fake.
No. I'm just saying it's not fake. But at the same time, I'm like you. I'm like, we are fighting an invisible enemy. And we don't know how to equip and guard ourselves other than wash your hands, stay away from people. That's
Yeah.
what you tell them for the common cold. What and I, I say this, and I've been saying, Tanya, you're my witness. I've been saying we have at this time right now, we have some of the most brilliant minds that have ever walked the earth. Why are they not in some lab somewhere isolating this gene, this germ, and trying to figure out what it is that is causing all of these deaths and the infection levels that it is? Because see, we got all these billion-dollar research labs. You got all these people dying from this. So that means you can go do an autopsy. It's not like COVID is new. This is just a new strain of it.
You know what?
So what has happened? How did this mutate into what it is now? And what
Biowarfare.
I kind of I got so many things going through my head, but my dad did mention this is something from North Korea.
I think, and I actually think the death rate is higher than what they're saying. Remember that article that we was looking at, Karma Diva, that nursing home that had hid bodies? It was in the New York Times a few days ago in the New York Times. Somebody had given an anonymous tip. And so when the authorities went out to this nursing home after this anonymous tip, they found out that there were 17 bodies hidden at the nursing home that was hit by the virus. And I have a feeling that the death rate is higher than a lot of people.
It's higher, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, I don't know, you remember back December, right? When I first started coming on here with you. And remember, I got real sick. And I kept saying, I can't go on. You was like, what is wrong with you? I think I had it then. I think when my mom got put in the hospital, she had it then.
A lot of people think they had it last year. And remember, I had...
Because I
was dying.
This may be... Right. And this is just what... they're just saying something about it. But I believe they knew there was some kind of infection going around. But they didn't know what to call it, and they didn't know the extent the damage that it was going to cause.
Yeah, because last year, I swear, I had the chills, I had the fever. It was like 3 weeks straight. I couldn't eat. It was awful. I was hurting, like from the outside in. Like it was the flu times 100. And the doctors
and I had everything except for the fever.
I had it all. I mean, I thought I was going to die. I was praying, oh, Lord, if it's my time.
And remember, I could not shake that. I couldn't shake it at all.
I think I had it like a year ago, honest to God.
Well, they're saying China upped their death toll by 50%. So that's very telling.
Ooh. Ooh. Did you see, Sir King, how they said Africa will probably have the most highest?
Yeah.
They're supposed to have like 200 something thousand by
That's crazy because when it first came out, they were saying, "Oh, black people aren't affected by it."
Thank you.
And now
I don't know why they would say that.
Well,
and
they would say that because we're like the most people at that time were being affected were of a different pigmentation.
Right.
But we make up the minority, so they can say, "Oh, well, there's 10 of them and only one of them, so they must not be that susceptible to it." Without really looking at the numbers. That's my logic.
Well, when I first saw those memes, like I don't know, it's probably who did we have? My cousin.
Your cousin.
We had my cousin
Angela.
Nurse practitioner, like 3 weeks ago, and she just laughed when she heard that people were saying
that melaninated people couldn't get it, and it was because I'm like that too. I'm like, your melanin is. I know it helps to protect you from the sun a little, but viruses.
We catch everything. We catch colds. We catch cancer. We catch
right.
Why would we not catch the corona? I don't know why they thought that, but now, okay, Sir King, I don't know if you saw it or not, but a few days ago, some McDonald's
that one I sent you
closed. Yeah, they've been getting closed down McDonald's in China because they got signs on their window saying no Africans allowed.
Yeah.
And so the people over the McDonald's have been shutting McDonald's down in China, and they talking about
they're retraining them.
They catching it and like, oh, but at first we was the ones who were sanctioned. We was the ones who was.
But see, the thing is, they're trying now. The Chinese is trying to put it off and saying, no, it started in Africa. No, baby. Who what was it? Wuhan, whatever.
You said who?
They started. It started right there.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me because the Asian population was yelling, "Oh, that's not fair! You're discriminating against us." Saying that. And then
But ain't nobody riding for us. Who riding for black people? Said, no, that wasn't him. That ain't that. Who riding for us? We are so quick to claim and to stand up for everybody else. Who coming riding for us?
Now, this is what I want to get your opinion on. Is we have this situation in the beef sector where one of our popular, what would you call them, female content creators has allowed a Caucasian antagonist. I don't even call him a content creator because he just antagonizes through his content to play back some racially insensitive audio on her platform meant to be used as a way to bully and harass another black content creator. And she was laughing through the whole thing. So in this, what was it? In this audio, there was the N-word, there was massa, and he was portraying to be a slave throughout this whole little audio.
Jason and Mona talking about Tracy.
What you say?
Hold on. Are we talking about Jason and Mona?
No, we talking about just Jason. Jason going after the Truth Enterprise.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
And then Bobby playing that audio to get back after Truth and laughing at it during the whole time. Meanwhile, the audio that he's playing is mocking the black community and saying the ER word, not the A word.
Really? Saying the ER word?
Yeah, the N word with the ER.
Race should say the ER word. I mean, I didn't hear the video or the.
Well, this is my thing with stuff like that. Like I said, we are so inclusive. And our kids now, they're so embracing of everybody. And why can't we? That was a long time ago. Why does it still bother you? You're not ignorant. It's only about it. No, you know the history of it. And if you teach your kids to stand up and say, "Hey, this shit ain't cool," say it again, and you're gonna be picking your teeth up off the ground. Period. There are certain things, and they be like, well, why can't I say it? Because there are things you cannot say, just like there are places you can't go. There's things you cannot say.
Right.
So, and if you have a no nonsense policy, this person here, whoever that person may be, all y'all got to do is stand up and stand together. But for some reason, with us black people, we act as though we can't stand together. And then I know somebody in there can bag, they can snap. Oh. Well, y'all should invite me there.
Me personally, I wouldn't have nobody on my platform saying that type of language or whatnot.
Well, he didn't say it. She played his audio.
Well, see, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I didn't see it because I don't watch her really.
I understand.
I understand a little bit of her, but then I'm like, I can't do it.
But that's like,
Candace, it is kind of like a pneumonia thing, and that's what it does is it fills your lungs up full of mucus and fluid to a point that you are actually basically choking to death. You are suffocating.
The Rona.
But
oh, what happened?
Yeah,
that's what happens.
What is that? Yeah.
And
but
so
is the Rona, it takes over. That's like the main part that kills you. Your lungs. It affects your lungs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It attaches onto your lungs, and it's a
which
wrap.
is why care and getting to the hospital, to the doctor and to the hospital in a timely manner is very important.
Yeah.
You can't play around with this. It's
You-
not just a normal code.
Why the president keeps talking about opening the nation back up.
I don't know why y'all listen to that bad orange, the
It's-
bad egg in the first place.
Open the nation up and like
But
he wants it
It's
open. Like,
money. It's money. It's
that's
money.
it. It's the money.
And let me tell y'all something. I got a message in my messenger earlier, and I meant to send it to you, Tanya. But what the person said is so true. He said, "Y'all don't be stupid with this stimulus money. It is money to kill you." Now listen, why? They're sending you this money. They still ain't got a hold on this virus. They're opening up the country. Who's finna go out and spend this money? Poor and disenfranchised people. So now y'all gonna be in these crowds, in these stores, all huddled up against each other at the register, steady passing this shit along, taking it home, taking it to your jobs, killing off the poor population till there's nothing but these rich motherfuckers left.
Sir King, do
It's population control.
you think it's a conspiracy behind the stimulus? Like I've been hearing certain people say they giving out the stimulus because they want people to have help with their bills, but then I've been hearing they giving out the stimulus because they want people to get out there and spend.
Okay, but this is weird to me though. We don't have 100% hold on this, and they know mass congregation is the key to this thing spreading. So yeah, you're going to stimulate the economy, but you're also going to stimulate the spread of this as well. So are we going to go through this again?
Yeah.
Like I do agree with what she's saying. It's like who's going to be the people on their yachts are not even getting the money. So
right. They're not even
gonna
getting a check.
Yeah,
Right,
they're not even getting a check.
Way too much money.
Right, they're not even getting a check, so they won't be spending, or be in amongst the masses.
But
so who's
you
going to be
going
amongst
to the
masses?
store, you
Right.
going to they stores, spending that money,
Mhm.
steady putting it in their pocket. They making money by sitting on the yacht. They ain't
Right.
got to do a damn thing because these folks gonna be in the stores buying shit
Mhm.
they don't need right now instead of paying their damn bills up.
Well, you know,
Mhm.
somebody asked me today, and they said they know people personally who, as soon as they got their stimulus checks, they went out and bought. I guess the stores is having sales on big screen TVs, and they said
Right.
they was out there
Like
buying.
I think Walmart got like a 55-inch for $348 or something.
Walmart. It must have been Walmart because they said I know a few people who just said they headed to Walmart with their stimulus check, and then I had posted something earlier. I said, y'all getting these $1,200 stimulus checks. Your landlords is giving y'all a break. The utilities is giving y'all a break. Your car dealers, car insurance, so on, student
But when the time limit is up, where
Mhm.
you gonna stay? If you ain't paid your rent, where you gonna stay? Your car gonna be repoed, so how you gonna get back and forth to work or back and forth to Walmart?
Screen TV with no cable, no.
Yeah, you gonna have a big screen TV and nowhere to plug it in. How about that?
You know what? I got my stimulus check, and I said I want to buy something with it, but then I want to save it. So what should I buy with it that I'm really?
You know what? I already said I'm getting my truck fixed and I'm putting plates on it.
See that's what I'm talking about. I want to buy something that I really want, but I don't want to splurge because although I have a job right now and I have a stable job right now, we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't have no problems paying my bills right now. Everything's paid, lights, gas. I know people's getting breaks. All the utilities ain't turning stuff off for 2 months. I'm still paying my bills as if they were due.
Girl,
because I have the money.
Full.
So one thing I'm not gonna do is take advantage of them saying, "Oh, don't pay right now." If I got the money, I'm paying it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been paying my car payment, car insurance, utilities, cable, Netflix, all that kind of stuff, right? And so I said, I want to buy something though with my stimulus and put the rest up. So what I did was when I got my little $1,200, I gave $100 to my college boy, my college son, who's, college kid. He doing his little school.
I'm gonna have to look that one up, Candace.
I
look that one up.
$100 and I bought me a the light. You know, the big light for my green.
You did say you was gonna get one of them.
I've been saying for months. I want me a bigger light. And
you
that's
did
what
say
I
that.
put the rest in savings. And I said that's where it's gonna sit. So
now I'll say this about savings. These banks, I've been telling people, if you think about it, everything else is crashing. Everything's going down in flames. Y'all remember what happened? Or you done read about what happened in the Great Depression. Them banks all went under.
Yep.
So I would suggest to keep you, if you got it, $200-$300 on hand in cash in case these banks crash and you need to go somewhere. You need to, because if they do,
I learned that a long time ago. Always keep money on hand. I ain't talking about no amount.
No.
But I keep a little money on the hand, and I keep some in the bank. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
And what's the scariest thing is that these other governments that have really gotten a hold of this thing, they had complete quarantine, like shut down. Like, no, everybody stay home. I don't care if you're essential worker, stay home. Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. And we haven't done that, so
no. And they're not going to forgive me.
Look at that. He like, hold on.
Like, forgive me. Forgive me. Sir King, I had a show probably 3 weeks ago with my pastor because we have my pastor's point of view segments. And he said the United States will not be able to control the situation unless they did a martial law for 2 to 3 weeks. And he said, but don't nobody want to do it. He said, you can't tell grown people to stay at home. You can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
I mean, you can tell them, but you can't force them unless you make it a total, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
One state saying, curfew 9. One state saying curfew 5. One state saying.
But you know what? In a way, I think they should, just so that we can get a handle on this, get a hold of it. Stay your ass in the house. Or if you got to go outside, stay in your yard. Why do you have to go to the store? What? Yeah. What is at that store? Why do you gotta go to the store every day? Make a damn list and go.
I'm sorry. Let me read this comment in the chat by Candice. Can.
I've been talking to her.
Yeah, that's my homegirl. Can. She said, I personally feel this is ushering into the market of beef, the vaccine. Why did I hear that before? I heard somebody else say this is leading towards the market of beef.
It's the apocalypse. It's the market. Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
The market of the beef. I've been
saying that since this happened.
I just
do the end times.
Yeah.
Look at all the stuff that has happened. God has revealed this over and over to us. The famines, the fires, the floods, the earthquakes, the changing in the seasons when you can't tell the difference. The world is upside down. You can't tell a man from a woman anymore. It has all, y'all laughing, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. I'm just saying what's in the Bible. I ain't saying nothing. Tell me what a lie is.
Yeah.
It's all there
but
in the Bible. If you believe. Now, I'm a believer. And it says it there.
Go ahead.
If you look at evolution and technology, that's what's scary about this. Look how fast we come from, what they call them, a big back TV, to now a TV being as thin as a cardboard, box when it's folded.
Yeah.
It's just scary. And we're not even.
Telephones came from the big old.
Oh, Candace, I already got my stuff. I garden every year. I got my I got about 400 pounds of dirt in my trunk, and I got my greenhouse and all my seeds ready. I'm waiting on the weather to stabilize so I can go ahead and plant my garden.
That's what VS was doing before she got arrested. Now Deanna, she's up there gardening.
But I've been doing it the last couple of years, and Last year I had tomatoes. Oh my gosh, I had so many
But
tomatoes. I
yeah,
threw them
that's
all away.
girl. She up there. She got everything in the ground. I don't like. I'm not
It's
bougie
too
and
soon.
all that kind of stuff, but I don't like insects. It ain't that I don't
Oh,
like
girl.
dirty. It ain't like I don't like getting dirty. It's like bugs and spiders, and I will. Ooh,
I
I
mean, my parents, I
make
mean, not my parents, but I just had my family for my birthday. That's what I wanted for my birthday was one of those kneeling pads that you can flip over to a
yeah. So
stool.
when you dig in the
So,
dirt and all that,
uh-huh. And
yeah.
you know that'll help me with my back instead of bending over all the time. So I was like, hey,
Well,
I
see,
got my gloves.
my mom and my stepdad, ever since I can remember, always had a garden, a big, huge garden. I mean, from greens to tomatoes to peppers, squash,
Yep.
water.
Yep.
I mean, they had everything every single year. And I'm just like, mama, it's a spider web right there. My
See,
dad
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
just swat the spider. Just swat. They good for eating them, whatever.
The bugs, yeah, they catch the other bugs.
The snakes. Oh, my mama, she would take
Now
a
the snakes,
just be
I
like,
got issues with
there you go.
them.
She would
Now
take
me and
a stick and just smash it on
mm-mm.
the head and spin it around. There you go, Tanya. I killed them for you. I'm like, mama.
Now the worms, I even got my daughter picking up worms and
No worms.
we throw them in the garden because they're good for the garden. They aerate the garden.
No, you know what my dad did? I don't know if y'all know people who did this. It's something that they used to do down south. And my dad, he would electrocute the ground in our backyard.
Make the worms pop up.
Let all the ground, and that was the most disgusting thing. I mean, he would wet the whole ground. We'd be watching out the window, and he would stick the extension cord and
the probe in there.
And the worms would just. It was like crazy though. I would watch a million worms just jump out of the ground. He'd be scooping them up. I'm like, oh no,
yep. I remember those.
He would sell the worms, or he would use them to go fishing, or both. But yeah, I don't like the bugs and the. I'll go fishing. I ain't putting no worms on the thing.
Girl, I've been playing with worms since I was little. That ain't nothing.
And it used to piss me off though sometimes because he would do it sometimes at the crack of dawn, and we got to get up.
That's when they up.
We got to get up and go to school, and we got to walk on the sidewalks, and they all worms was everywhere. It's like millions of worms on the sidewalk, and I'm like, I can't even walk on the sidewalk.
All you gotta do is kick them to the side.
They was everywhere, and I'm like, hopscotch on the sidewalk trying to get to the bus stop. No, I don't do that.
That is hilarious.
So yeah, I'll eat at your garden, but I won't help you with your garden.
Damn.
But yeah,
girl, we ain't gonna go there with the 5G. Tanya already know how I am about 5G.
The 5G, that's one of the conspiracies, Sir King. That Karma Diva. I
Tanya don't believe in it, but I do.
Have you heard that?
I've heard it. I don't know. You know, I just think it's interesting that they're making the 5G towers look like trees. So that's interesting, but I don't know yet. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, let me review. Let me go back and tell you why I believe in the 5G.
I got Cricket, so I don't think Cricket will ever get 5G.
Oh no, they got 4G.
I've been having Cricket for like 20 years.
Me too. I've been having it since they came to Omaha.
And I know
that's why I got Cricket. That's why I got one of the oldest numbers.
Cricket has been good to me for 20-something years, so I ain't never had no reason.
Right.
And I don't have to pay no contract, and my bill ain't that expensive, and it's unlimited.
We got 4 lines and it's $100 a month, unlimited everything.
I ain't got no reason to leave Cricket, so you know. But you know, to each his own. Sprint, Verizon, whatever. You know. But
well, see the 5G thing. Okay, Candace. From my understanding, when I watched the video, and for everybody else that's watching, if you didn't know, the 5G theory is there was a race. These companies had a race to see who could put up a 5G tower first.
Passes.
So the first tower was in Wuhan, China, whatever that was. Um, the thing is with these towers, they the radiation, from what I understand, they have not properly checked to see how this radiation coming from here and the long-term effects, how it affects humans. But just like any other radiation, what happens is it suppresses your immune system, making you more vulnerable to the coronavirus. Now, the reason that and they're not saying that 5G is spreading it. That's not what they're saying. But what they're saying, like I said, it suppresses your immune system. Now, if you look when they first started tracking the coronavirus, look at where the highest death tolls were. They were in Italy, which is where one of the towers is, in Wuhan, where one of the towers is. So and it's a couple of other ones. But if you look, when they first start tracking, those are where those towers were. It suppresses the immune system, making it easier for the coronavirus to come in and attack your system, which is what I'm like, it makes sense. That's
and Italy has over 170,000 cases and over 22,000.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they were reporting like 7,000 deaths a day. I'm like, that's crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But isn't our death toll now higher than theirs?
Yeah, we have the highest now.
Let me check.
Yep. And another thing with the 5G, what they were saying is, you know, since we do have electrical currents going through our body, and you know, whether you believe or not, but it makes sense to me.
Y'all, we got over 710.
I was about to say we almost at 1 million. Mm-hmm.
Yes, almost 1 million, and we got 37,000. So yes, higher than Italy. But the president want us to open up. That's almost 1 million cases.
Because he's looking at it from a monetary standpoint. You know what I mean?
He ain't never been moral. All he's about is money. That's all he's ever been about is money. He don't care about the human toll.
Oh no. And they say if they don't save the economy, then there's going to be more deaths. So, life is not important.
People getting these checks, and most people would be like, okay, if I want to buy something like me, I ordered me a big light for my, you know, with the light and the umbrella, you know, the light.
Yeah.
And I ordered that for my green screen. I'm not going to no Walmart. I'm not going to no Target. I ain't going to nowhere to go shopping. So, but there are people out there who are hitting the streets with that check, and they about to blow that whole check.
Like I said, I ain't got one yet. So
be like, it's been 2.5 months. We need our money for the gas, the lights, and the water. What's up?
So let me finish telling y'all about the 5G.
Okay.
So because to me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just
fine.
You know how deep I get into this. This is important to me. But so what they were saying was, think about just in the last 100 years, just the last 100 years, the things that have plagued our world. Like the 1917, 1918, when they were still, that was World War I. What did they start? What was the first thing? I mean, what did they start using for the first time? Radio waves. Yeah. So that's the first electrical currency that kind of messed with our immune systems, which made it easier for the Spanish flu to come in and kill off all of those people. You found? So then you think about it, World War II come along, and they started using radar.
Yeah, polio.
Which messed up, you know, all those electromagnetic fields. And that started when that polio spread like hotcakes. Mm-hmm. Then You had 19, what was it, 68 or 69, but that was when they started using satellite up in space. And now that really messed with the electric playing fields. And now you had the Hong Kong flu coming through then. And fast forward down to 5G. I mean, we've had other things come through. I don't want to put age in there, but that did come. And
Yeah.
I think that was when they started doing first putting up cell phone towers, was around that time.
I mean, I get the conspiracy theory. I get it because modern technology, it seemed like it took a great leap on each of those
Events in that time, yeah.
events. So I definitely get why some people are saying, 5G is out right after the 5G is released. Then the coronavirus, different.
But think about the increases in the cancer rates when each of these occurrences happen, with each of these technologies that come about.
Remember when they first created the microwave?
Girl, I remember that. You couldn't even be in the same damn room.
Old cell phone, like, the microwave is gonna kill you. So you know what I used to throw stuff in the microwave and damn near run, or be like, make sure I didn't stand in front of the microwave because I'm like, if you stand in front of the radiation,
the waves, the
is going to kill you. And so, I mean, some people are still like that. They have a microwave and they hardly even use it because. So that's why some people is like, this, these theories that people be talking about is BS and woo. But I get why they saying it, so I'm not.
Yes, Candace, that's why they say turn your phone off at night. That, and there have been cases where people's phones, because they've exploded and killed people.
Yeah. I heard the one where, not as far as explosion, but I heard the one where a lot of people sleep like, and I admit I do it too. I go to sleep with my phone.
I fall asleep and
and they say that
roll over on it.
You radiate. It's just so much. I'm like, I'm gonna die when Jesus says it's time for me to die. Gosh.
Amen. I mean, we need to do as much as we can to protect ourselves, our health, our family's health. But like you said, when Jesus say, okay, your number, come on and start marching with them saints. Come on and start marching with them saints.
When the saints go marching.
When I think of when the saints go marching in, I think about I'm gonna get you sucker when she be in that bar singing and she start rolling on the floor. She be like, wait a minute, but
crazy.
You awful quiet there, sir. You awful quiet there.
No, I'm just listening. Like I said, we don't know what's going on. But like Candace said, I would, if I was you, I would, try to stock up on that meat though.
Thank you. They want the meat now. Go ahead with that, sir.
But we can't. I mean, you go to the store and the beans are, they buried in old Mother Hubbard's cupboard.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you can get some,
get
some. No, if you can get some,
Yeah, because some of the packing plants, they are shutting down because
workers are getting corona,
and they don't have enough people to keep up. Because I know people used to work for the packing plant, including my stepfather, and it's like on the stuff comes down. What do you call it? Assembly line, something like that.
Like a conveyor belt.
Right. And so they don't have enough people to keep up with the meat coming in and getting cut. And I don't know.
Hire people. It's plenty of people that will work.
I was at Walmart. Was it the day after Easter? I think it was like the day after Easter, and they had the big packs of ground. You talking about? I must have. You would have thought I was crazy.
See, I didn't know that. I would have been up there. And hell,
they got hamburger because every time I've been to Walmart, ain't no hamburger. So they had hamburger, and I was like, I grabbed 2 of them. It was 2 5-pound bags. I said, my son was like, do we need 2 bags? And I said, well, I know I ain't into hoarding a whole bunch. But yes, we're gonna get 2 bags of ground beef. Because I ain't seen no hamburger in like 2 weeks. So yeah, I grabbed 2 packs of ground beef, and that was like steak to me, or like, you know.
Right.
Like, shut up. But yeah, I ain't been hoarding like some people. Like, there's a lot of people out here who's buying 50 packs of tissue, and you know.
Girl, wait a minute. There was something I read that people that was hoarding the toilet paper, now they're trying to return it, but the stores ain't taking it back.
How you gonna return the tissue?
I have to send you that story.
Why are they trying to return it?
Because they didn't need 50 packs of tissue.
But you know what? I saw a meme. I think it was today. And somebody said all the people who was hoarding and buying up all the tissue and the Clorox and the bleach and woo woo woo, they said if your jobs are having you come back, or if the president declared a nation to go to, you know, back to normal, y'all need to return that all them. They said they need to return all the tissue. They need to return all that stuff back to the store.
Or return it back to the job you stole it from.
What? Who's stealing tissue from work?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm protecting the innocent and the guilty.
I ain't gonna say I ain't never took no tissue from work, but I ain't gonna say I did either.
I had a homeboy that used to work for a cleaning company, and he would sell the boxes of tissue for like $20. So you getting like 96 rolls of tissue.
No.
He would sell the garbage bags. That was like $10.
Yeah, the garbage
girl.
bag.
We used to clean up.
Go over your whole house. Like, you know, those work garbage, them industrial garbage bags.
Yeah.
They can go over your whole roof of your house. Out there selling them bags by the rolls. I've seen that before. I'm like, this shit is a garbage bag for a whole month of trash.
Girl, I'm telling you, I used to clean up. What I wouldn't do now for a box of that.
I don't steal.
I wasn't the one stealing it. Now, was I purchasing?
That's another story.
Look.
That's another story.
I was being a consumer. Look, y'all said stimulate the economy.
It's like food stamps. It's like food stamps. You know what? I used to people always talk about the people who buy stamps from people, but I'm like, they don't sell them to somebody. I mean, that's just my mentality. I'm like, well, if people are gonna sell their stamps, they gonna sell them to somebody. So
why not me? I'm jealous of them people that get like $200. I mean, $12,000.
Get some. I really wish I could get some stamps, but you know what? Once I got older and had children, and you know they started getting older and whatever, I kind of was like, okay, you know what? I used to joke all the time about, oh, I wish I could get stamps. Oh, I wish I could get this. But once you get older, you realize if you get stamps, that means you damn near at the lowest that you can get. So I stopped saying stuff like that. I wish I could get stamps. I wish I could get a check or Section 8 or something like that. I'll be like, okay, I can't get stamps. It will be.
I'm gonna tell you, the best thing they give is the damn medical.
Yeah, girl, shit. I don't remember the last time I qualified for Medicaid. That's probably been like 15 years. but free medical, I walk up in that hospital, I ain't gotta pay no $25 code. The first time I tried to pay, I had to pay a copay because I keeps it honest and I be transparent as much as I possibly can without being doxxed on YouTube. So I used to have the Medicaid, the food stamps, the Section 8. I used to send the projects, you know, all that kind of stuff when I was younger, when I was a single parent, younger years ago. And I remember going into the getting the Medicaid and going to the doctor, and not having to worry about no hospital bills. As soon as I got like overqualified and started going to the doctor, and they talking about we need $30. I'm like, huh? And I'm like,
for what? I ain't even been seen yet.
Like you right over the limit. And I'm like, I ain't even got what I'm like giving my last to my child scene. I'm like, because I'm $1 over the thing, yep. I gotta pay $30-something to go to and that meant a lot at that time because I'm like, I'm barely making like $8-something an hour, $9-something an hour. So yeah, I know what it's like on both sides of the income line. I know what it's like. So yeah, now I don't be, I wish I get food stamps. Because I remember what it was when I needed food stamps. And it wasn't that good. But if you want to send, no, okay, let me shut up.
Don't do that. That's federal offense.
Uncle Sam, I don't want to go to jail. And I ain't even got the stamps yet.
She said, I ain't got them yet.
I ain't even got them yet. I ain't even spent them. Let me spend them first.
Girl, they be killing me like down there at Chubb's here. They stand outside with the car. You want to buy some food? I'm like, damn. Y'all just go. Y'all bringing attention to yourself.
Man, but I said the projects. Oh my God, they came to not. They don't even know you. Like, I don't know who I am. Sure, I could be trying to jack all your stamps. They don't know who door they knocking on. You know what about my stamps? I'm like, well, give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
She's gonna give me 2 minutes.
Sir King, you probably don't know nothing about that.
No, I don't.
He said, nah, no.
He about to make me spit out my drink. And I ain't mad at you.
Hey.
Well, I'm gonna have to jump off. Is there anything else you need to ask me before I do, ladies?
I enjoyed you tonight.
No, we appreciate you joining us on live and for tuning in. We really appreciate that.
But I'm gonna tell you one doggone thing.
Thank you.
Sir King. One doggone thing, Sir King. If you do happen to start a channel, I better be one of the first people who know. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably have to change my name though, because it's gonna be so hard to find. You know?
I'm just saying because I want to support your channel because I like you, and I know some people, some people think you this person, some people think you that person. Like I said, I'm on YouTube for entertainment.
Right.
He's an enigma.
And you have to do something really, really horrible for me not to like you on YouTube.
Well, people just love to hate. It seems. It is. Yeah.
It is what
they
it
do.
It is what it is, but you always welcome in our chat. Welcome over here, and if you ever start your channel, make sure you let me know. Hit me up on IG or Facebook or Twitter, and we have a Facebook group called The Hood Table, just in case you want to join. But then you would have to probably have your real Facebook name, and then I would know who you are, so you probably wouldn't join. So never mind on that part. I'm just letting you know we are on Facebook. But we got a cool Facebook group. But anyway, anybody else in the chat or watching, The Hood Table is on Facebook, so you can join our private group if you would like.
Yes. Come on in, y'all.
Yes. But thank you for joining us tonight, Sir King. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Tanya. And thank you. Nice meeting you, Caramel.
Nice to meet you also. I know.
Caramel. Was it caramel or caramel?
It's caramel, but he likes to let it linger on his tongue.
Caramel.
Linger on your tongue. Melt in your mouth. No, okay, go ahead. All right.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
One love.
Bye.
He's cool as heck. I love me some Sir King.
He was nice. Candace, girl, I understand that because when I was pregnant, they gave me $10 when I was pregnant. I said, what am I going to do? Buy bread this month and meat next month?
Thank you. You know what? They did that to me before, back in the day when I had my first kids when I was young. And I think I had like $18 of food stamps. I mean, like that's like when you write over the income guidelines and they try to give you $18 a food stamp, but then they raise your rent in the projects or on Section 8 to $1,000, and then tell you like,
wait a minute, $1,000 in the project?
No, I'm telling you, okay, this what happened with me when I had my first son, and when I first got pregnant. One of my god sisters, because I got like 8.
I look like I ain't got no hair. I got this turban on.
She got hair, y'all.
Let me read your future. Call me now.
But I got like 8, 9 god sisters. So when I first got pregnant, I was staying in an apartment, and I was doing fine. But you know, one of my god sisters, she found this big old humongous house, and it was like, I swear, like 7 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was a big house in the hood. You know where Conestoga is?
Yeah.
Off of what street is that? It started a B. Started a B. Burdett, right across the street from Conestoga. And we moved up to a big, humongous house. And then we were splitting all the bills, splitting all the gas, lights, whatever. We had
you down there by the Midwest Center.
Girl, we had
the Midwest Club.
When I say we had the grip of people staying in our house, the grip of people staying.
Sometimes that's too many.
It was so many people living in that house, and then, you know, we always used to kick it and have parties and all that kind of. The house was lit all the time. So then after that, I was like, okay, I need to get my own apartment. It's me and my son. I got my own apartment. And then I stayed in that apartment for a second. Then I found somebody had told me, oh, they doing the project Spencer and South, and they accept an application. So I applied for the projects. And I'm thinking, this is what you do. I'm young, and people is like, oh, Section 8 is, I don't know what it is. But back then when I was young and I had my first child, the only thing people talked to me about was shit that had to do with the system. Like, oh, you can get food stamps. Oh, you can get Medicaid. Oh, you can get WIC. Oh, you can get this. You can get.
See, I had some people trying to hit me to that, but I had, you know, my parents, they, you know, my dad and my stepmom, they worked at Campbell's Soup for 25 and 30 years. Mm-hmm. You know, my mom, all my parents ever did was work. So that was what I knew to do. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but the thing I say though, like, because I was working at Target when I got pregnant with my first kid, and I wasn't making a whole bunch of money, but I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna sign up. My parents was like, they take that money out of our check every week. Yeah. We ain't never used none of it. They was like, use it all.
Yeah. That's like when I was back then, see, we didn't grow up with a lot. My mom, she was a stay-at-home mom till all of us got into school. She didn't start really working till my youngest brother got into all-day kindergarten. So she was a stay-at-home mom for years. By the time she started really working, I was almost like 16, and my other brother was about, we like 6 years apart from each other. So he was probably about 10 or 8. And then my other one was like 2, you know. So basically, by the time the youngest one turned 5 and got all day kindergarten, the other one was almost in junior high. So by the time I'm grown, like close to being grown, that's when she really started working. So, you know, before that, it was like everybody I knew all around us in the hood, everybody was on Section 8, welfare, food stamps, projects, housing. I mean, you went to the Goka place on 24th.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Down there by Saratoga.
Yeah, you get free clothes, free food, butter, cheese. So when I got my first son, it was like, it was natural for me to apply for all those things. It was just natural. And then I probably was
it was crazy because I had heard about stuff because I went to Druid Hill. So I heard about all of these things, but I never had them. You know, we never. And then they would always tell my mom she made too much money. And it was like, have you seen how we're struggling? Girl, making too much money.
We ain't
You're
never
a single mom with 2 kids. Who the hell is
brought up.
where the money going? Because it ain't coming here.
We ain't never made too much money. When I say when we was growing up, we deserved every bit of handout we got. That we deserved every bit of hand. I don't know how to see
Right.
kids today. Like y'all have no idea. Standing in a line outside of a store waiting for a few free outfits. Y'all have no idea what's that like. So when I fired my first son, I stayed in the Jets, I stayed in the Bricks. I call them the Bricks, the projects. I stayed in Spencer projects by Dailies. I stayed over there about till my son was 2. And then I got a little income. Yeah, my oldest son, I moved in the Bricks I stayed in them when I was younger, when I was a child, but that was when I was like kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade. We stayed in Pleasant View West, across from the gym. But when I was grown, I stayed in the Bricks when I had my first son, and I stayed there till he was like 2. Because my job that I was working at, I used to drive the school bus. I used to do different jobs. And once I got right above that income, I mean like right above, like $10 above the income guideline, the project's gonna tell me I gotta pay them $600 and some. I was like, you a mofo lie. Hold up, I ain't got no air conditioning. Okay. See, you didn't stay in the project, so you probably don't know. But it got to a point where in the summertime, if you put an air conditioner unit in your apartment, they charge you $75 for each air conditioner unit. So if you had one downstairs,
if you brought your own, wait a minute, if they provided one for you,
no, they didn't provide them. They don't provide you with air conditioner units in the projects.
So wait a minute, you brought your own unit and you got to pay them $75?
You got to pay $75 because of the fact you're using the electricity. And in the
you didn't have an electricity bill.
Right, in projects you don't have electricity. So if you had air conditioner in your kitchen, then you had one in your living room, then you had one in your kids' room, then you had one in your room. You pay $75 for
that's $300
for each air conditioner unit in your window in the project. And to make sure you was abiding by the rules, they will walk through the projects in the summertime and they would mark down which apartments had air conditioners. I swear to God. And they would make sure. So if you didn't pay your bill, they would certainly, hello, Miss Tanya. We noticed you got 4 or 5 air conditioners in your unit and you ain't notified us. And then on top of that, I had got right over the income guideline. So they told me I owed like $600 something for rent. Plus, I got to pay for these air conditioners in my window. I hurried up and found me a.
That's crazy. Because see, like my first apartment was right there on 16th and Lake, that big white building, the Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
I lived there and I had Section 8. But without Section 8, my rent was $669.
Mm-hmm.
And I was mad about that. But now I look back, I'm like, damn, I should have never moved out of there.
Right.
Because, I mean, there was washers and dryers downstairs. The landlady lived on site. She was the owner and the landlady. So she lived on site. When I say my rooms were huge, like
it depends on the space, but I'm not paying $600 to live in the projects.
The smallest space that I had was my bathroom. My bedrooms, Tanya, were probably bigger than your living room.
Mm-mm. And see, that's how big. Different. If my spot was like that, and I used to pay I
had a formal dining room.
Right. If I paid the low income price for a long time and then my income went up and they told me I had to pay, but it's like a lavish apartment, 2-3 bedrooms, huge, all that's different. The project, you got one little old living room, you got a little bitty old kitchen, you can barely put a table in. You got, them tables that they like
with the leaves
fold down. That's all in the projects. And then you got the 2 bedrooms upstairs or 1 bed, whatever, how many kids you got.
Yeah.
That one little old bathroom, no central air, and in the wintertime, ain't no heat downstairs. All the heat rises to the top of the
heat rises.
Ragley brick projects. So you talking about $600 for the project and $75 per air conditioner unit in your project. No,
but look, I had carpet all throughout my apartment. I paid for my electricity. She had air conditioner. She had a big, huge air conditioner that sat in the den, and it would cool it pretty much cooled the whole apartment, except for in the back bedroom. I had her put a small one in that window. I didn't pay, and I paid for electricity and my cooking gas.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, she controlled the heat, and in the wintertime, when I say that bitch was blazing, Tanya, I would sit there and open windows because it would just be hot. We would be in there just sweltering.
I would never
because we had them old radiators.
I will never forget when I first moved into projects as a grown up. That's why I always tell my kids, y'all have no idea what your mother has been through to make sure y'all had a nice place to live. When I first moved into projects, first moved into projects with my oldest son, I remember roaches. I remember a whole bunch.
Everybody had roaches.
I remember roaches. That's the first thing I think of when I think of the projects when I stayed in Spencer. And we stayed in the ones way in the back interstate. So you would climb up the hill and there was the interstate.
Starting to sound like a robot again.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Yours do that sometimes too. But girl, I don't know what it is about the StreamYard. But I remember roaches, and I remember going to the store and buying a whole bunch of cans of Raid
and bombing
some traps and buying some bombs. And I remember doing all that and the roaches disappearing. And then my neighbor next to me
was probably like, "Why I got a million roaches?" They packed up and moved.
Because see, I'm a young adult then, so I'm thinking, oh, they dead.
No, them motherfuckers don't die. They just
spread to the other apartments.
Right.
So what I did was, and oh my God, people who've been knowing me for a long time, they can testify to this. What I did was every 4 months I repeated the same procedure. And so even when I moved out to projects and I was able to get my first apartment after that was a duplex. And I still thought I was the ish because I'm like, it's a duplex. It's better than a projects with 8-10 people on one side.
Right.
So duplex, even then, and then when I got my first house, and then after then, even to this day, where I live now, people will tell you, Tanya bombs like every 4 or 5 months. I ain't gotta have no bugs. No spiders, no roaches, no ants. It's a habit from when I first moved into projects because I saw how it worked. Like I would be like, people in the projects, why y'all don't know how to get rid of y'all roaches? I didn't understand.
Like, it ain't that they didn't want to.
Rocket science. You just buy the shit and you set it off and they go. Like. And so,
but sometimes you gotta think. Sometimes that was a luxury people couldn't afford.
I'm like,
especially if you think back then how expensive that shit was back then.
I remember going on people's house. Oh no, you remember New Jack City on 20th? No, 16.
16, because it was right down the street from where I lived.
What was the real name of them apartments?
The Ernie Chambers Court. Well, that's what they are now, but I don't know what they was then.
Girl, we called them New Jack City.
Right. I know what New Jack was.
everything happened in those apartments. And I remember going over to somebody's house one night and they had, I went into the bathroom. I was threw up. I was like, it was like a million roaches all over the bathroom. How you invite people over your house and you got a million roaches? You open up the toilet seat. They just like they in there swimming. Hey,
come on, hey, the water's fine.
Do you gotta do number 1 or do you gotta do number 2? Do you need some tissue? I'm like,
look, they on top rolling off tissue for you.
I'm like, when I moved in the projects, I learned all about raid and all about bombs and all about traps and all that kind of stuff. So every house I lived in since then, my kids be like, "Why are we still bombing? We ain't seen a
Just
room
habit.
hair nor hide in a millennium, and Mama, you still bomb every 4 or 5 months. It's a habit from when I used to stay in the projects years ago
I've never
to make sure
had.
it's
And
a
this is,
habit.
you know what?
Wait,
And if you see, I'm one day I'm gonna have to go back
good
there and
night,
film my
Candace.
backyard. Good night, sweetheart. Thanks for joining us. And I'm gonna check that book out too.
Yeah, I love me some Candace. We go way back.
But this is the first place I've ever lived in as an adult that, you know, because of that field back there, I get mice. And I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell?
I understand. I understand.
It bothers me.
But it's not your fault. See, that's the thing. Some people get mice and they just nasty. They just,
girl.
It's one thing to live because when I was younger, when I stayed with my parents, we stayed somewhere. Oh, I remember. Remember when they first started building the North Freeway?
Yeah, I remember that.
Projects. We stayed on 27th and P. So we were literally like on 27th and P, we're facing the interstate. So before the interstate, remember, it was just nothing but green grass.
Yeah.
All the way across, and you could run from the project.
Because you had to get off on lake.
Exactly.
Began and ended that lake. Yep.
Exactly. And so when they started to tear up that ground, and remember when they made their swoop for the interstate, like the concrete and all, man, the mice had somewhere, they had to go somewhere. So if you was living in an old house, and our house was old, if you was living in an old house, it might have been cracks in the foundation. So we noticed that when I was young, when I was a little girl, like in 5th grade, 5th or 6th grade.
There's a crack in our foundation, but we got the boys' home over there with all that open land, and then behind me, my field I got a backyard that's a field. I mean, it's just a big old field.
You said you lived in the projects much later. Huh?
She said you lived in the projects much later.
I stayed in the projects around, well, besides being younger, when I first stayed across the street. Y'all remember the gin, and y'all remember...
I know, because it was Head Start right behind it.
Head Start. Remember the Head Start building? We stayed.
But remember, it was Hinky Dinky before that.
Right. And then they turned it into, it was Hinky Dinky, and then they turned into the Head Start building, and then there was the gin, the gas station right there. And we stayed directly across the street from there.
On 30th and Parker. That's 30th and Parker.
Yeah, 30th and Parker. Well, we stayed on the Head Start was like, what, 31st? Because 33rd was the Lilies. 33rd was
Andy and Lily's.
Andy and Lily. So we stayed.
And remember, Leola's used to be right across the street from there.
We stayed on like 31st. And then after that, I stayed in the projects again when I had my first son. That was probably around like 97. Yeah, that was 97. So when I stayed in 97, there was roaches. When I first moved in the project, I'm telling you, when I moved,
there was roaches.
And of course, I didn't know beforehand because that was like my real first, and I moved in and they showed me the upstairs and the downstairs, and it was like 5 square feet. And they showed me the upstairs and downstairs, and I'm like, oh, this my space. It looks all nice. Look at the cabinets. Look at the stove. It's all nice and clean. Girl, I must have moved my stuff in there, the little stuff I had, and moved my little baby in there. And I swear, within days, I'm like, it's roaches in this mother. I went to the stove. I bought every bomb, Roach Motel, whatever they was. And I'm telling you, I bombed. I did a Hiroshima in that project.
She did Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
I did a Hiroshima in that project. And everybody on both sides of me was like, man, we have
they coughing and shit.
And I did that every 4 months till I moved out them projects, and then it just became a habit. Once I got my place, once I got my real house, once I bought that. Remember, I bought my house on off of Curtis. Remember? Oh, that was yeah.
Back in the back in the dungeon. That was where I fell when I did the tuck and roll.
See, you know what,
girl? You was upstairs, but girl, I did that. I caught myself crouching down and doing the little jail pose and shit. Girl, them knees locked up and I couldn't stand. All I could do was say, okay, curl up in a ball and roll on. I laid there, Darrell trying to help me up. I couldn't even get out. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't even get up because I was laughing. And then Donisha was like, she said, I'm just amazed your ass rolled in that dress and it never rose up and showed your ass.
You know what? I'm about to play something real quick. You know what?
Oh, Lord.
You know what I hate most about that night?
What?
And we have parties all the time, but what I hate most about that night is I missed your butt falling. Everybody was telling me what happened. They was just,
and I mean, but y'all the viewers, if y'all have been there, I was so cute. I had my little mini skirt with my knee-high boots on. Hair and makeup was cute. Y'all couldn't tell me shit.
Everybody,
woo, Timber.
Trying to reenact it, and I'm up here looking at my mind, thinking with my mind, trying to picture the scene.
Tuck and roll, baby.
Girl, I missed it, but I was upstairs making that jungle juice. That's why your butt fell in the first place.
Man, whatever you do, don't fuck with Tanya and that jungle juice. That's all I'm saying.
Messing with that jungle juice.
They don't know. She has made, think about a small tote. Like you might throw your clothes in, a tote full of liquor and fruit that's been soaked in liquor.
Man, that was one party that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Ever. Remember
I think the most epic parties was down in the hood.
Hold on, you talking about when I lived off of 14th?
Yeah. I think them was the most epic parties. Hell, we had people literally driving from Arkansas just to come up here and party with us. Remember, he would drive up here, party, sleep, and then drive back home. We had random little teenage white kids just walking in on us.
Kids came.
We had the police called on us. I don't know how many times.
Oh, I cussed they bus out.
We had, y'all.
Like, how did y'all find us? Like, where y'all come from? We
don't even know where they came.
When I say we was in the hood,
like dead end street in the hood,
Lother Block, 16th Street. Hood. Like in the hood.
And it was like 2 a.m. We was like, where the fuck did they come from?
It's 2:00 in the morning, and it's like 4 white people. Like teenagers.
They was like, oh, is this where the party is? Not for you.
And
who the hell are you?
When some teenagers walk through the back door, I immediately thought, because I'm like, okay, people in here drinking, people in here partying. These kids do not look above the age of 18. I immediately thought jail time.
I thought it was somebody sending them in for like a sting. You know how they send in a decoy to try to buy some liquor underage or some shit like that. Yeah, they wanted to party, but that wasn't a spot for them.
Them kids wanted to party, and I was like, if y'all don't get the hint, girl, they was like, Monica.
That was me and Monica standing there in the kitchen when they walked in behind us. Cause we was like, who are y'all? We didn't like we had just came in, so it was like, where the hell did y'all come from?
Girl,
How was y'all behind us and we didn't know?
Girl, when I say I saw them come up through that house, and I was like, no, no, y'all like, turn around, get the hell out. We don't.
And all the chairs. Look, we should pour some liquor off for all the chairs that the rail broke.
Oh.
That dude broke a chair every party we had.
And they blamed it on me.
He broke a chair.
Blamed it on me. Like, how's it my fault that you fell out of the chair?
And y'all don't even know all the food we had. Because everybody bought a dish and they bought liquor.
Yeah.
So imagine like 20, 30 people. We had liquor and food for days. It was, man. We need another epic party. We long overdue, man. We long overdue. Although that what was that? That was Labor Day when we was at your house.
Oh my God, it was deep too.
When I bought old girl and she broke that chair.
See, but everybody blame it on me.
That was a brand new chair, and it was like
a brand new.
Oh shit!
Why everybody blame it on me when a chair get broke? Like why?
That time, I can honestly say that wasn't your fault that time.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And I was like, nope.
Not on this property.
I'm like, people just, I don't know. See, y'all be getting all loose and stuff, and I don't know how to control y'all.
I don't know what that was. Just freakish. Well,
I'm about to play y'all the scene. I'm about to play my birthday song.
Oh God!
Are y'all
they had to be there. They had to be there. The atmosphere.
Oh dang! I got it on. It's on my old channel. So I hope it ain't no commercials on there.
I know. Oh, you could get it through
my old channel, so I don't think it's no commercials on there. I hope not, because it's only a 3-minute video. So I hope it's not.
Oh, okay.
So let me share the StreamYard. They're gonna be like, "What the heck? What was really going on?"
That shit. But when he was breakdancing.
See, this just the part where he was singing though. This just the part where
he was like, "Shut up."
Shut. I'm trying to say. I ain't even gonna make it that big because all y'all gotta do is hear them. Okay, you ready?
Oh boy.
Let me make sure I got it.
Hey, you guys! I'm glad.
That's Monica.
Oh, I think she recorded it.
Yep.
Joe like 50.
Hey,
on, give the man some respect. Let's be quiet.
I'm trying to sing birthday to you, though. I'm trying to sing birthday to you, though. Okay.
Hit me with your best shot.
Happy birthday.
Stop hating.
How old is he? Come on, I don't know. Yeah, I'm good, right? I should have been on TV.
Oh my God. I think he was gonna fight the world.
Right. Take him out. It's over.
I ain't good.
It's all for you, girl.
Bring some of them things out.
When I said
He was so serious. He was so.
that was one of the most epic parties that we had.
Dude, me and Don was sitting over there in that corner. I tell you, I literally had tears running down my face. Cause he had already had it out with Darrell when they was dancing.
Remember that
But
was
then with the
girl
girl,
right there though. Remember Darrell had sung "Happy Birthday" to me, and my cousin,
right.
he was like, Happy birthday to my cousin. I thought it was gonna go better than that. So,
I said, "What a high note." He said, "I left it up there."
he said,
Oh, we was sitting over there. Oh my God.
That was the most fun parties that we have ever threw. Out of all the parties, out of all the epic parties, I don't know. The one when I was oh shoot, should I show that video?
Well, when you was doing the tease?
When when I was lap dancing?
Uh-huh.
Should I
with
show
the credit cards? I'm sorry, that was a baker's card.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
We used to get it in when we was let me see if I can find it.
We have had some. Remember when we was running around that damn bowling alley way out west? Simpex. Remember we had all went out to Simpex and we was the place with the they had the go-karts, they had bowling. So we went bowling. We ended up going bowling.
Okay. I know. I know.
It was in Elkhorn.
I know. Oh my God, that was far.
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that.
Why the hell did we choose that place? I don't even remember why, but
Girl, don't get me lying.
I don't know, but we had a ball.
Do not get me lying. Well, here's the one. Here it is.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do I need to make it bigger?
No, I can see it.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, Kamara ain't passed out yet.
You Camaro.
Right, you getting Kamara.
That's what we call everybody who got totally twisted at our parties.
And passed out. You getting Kamara.
Camaro was the first one to ever pass out like that. So okay, here we go.
That dude was out. Little young buck trying to hold his hand. Big Willie. Who is that? Sherry?
Yeah, that was Sherry. He started throwing baker stars.
Who is that? GB sitting on the side? Oh, that ain't GB. That is not GB. That's that other one.
That was fun.
I had to think about who that was sitting off to the side. That wasn't GB sitting there with Sherry. That was that other one.
It was so many people there. I don't even remember.
That was Belle. That was Belle.
That's how we used to get down back in the day, y'all. And that's how we used to get down. We used to throw grown folks parties all the time.
Damn near every weekend.
Man, remember when we used to do them in the wintertime? And Mark would come to town? And because he was in town, we made sure we had him
right. We made sure we had him when he was here. Like he was some kind of damn celebrity.
And he wasn't a
celebrity. He ain't nobody special. Shit.
He was like the homie though. He was like
he just a big mouth Negro that came in town.
I'm gonna tell him what you do.
I don't care. Shoot. Tell him. Send him the clip.
I'm gonna tell what you said. And you know, Omaha Days is next year, so you already know.
Send him the clip so he can see and make sure it was me and what I said.
Omaha Day is next year. You better have your legs and your knees ready.
I'm gonna have my bionic knees by then.
Because if we gotta run for some bullets, like we did.
I'm just gonna lay flat. I'm just gonna tuck and roll.
Last year, you're gonna have to keep up with me. You're gonna have to keep up.
This fool left me. That ain't right. I could have got shot or trampled.
Reflex. It was a reflex. It wasn't perfect.
I could have got shot or trampled.
She
just left me.
And I was recording the whole time. So
she could have left me. She left me on the sidewalk by myself.
I would have called the killer though. I would have called the perp. Because remember when I was running, I had my phone behind me, and I was running the whole time on the phone behind me recording.
I'm done messing with Tanya, y'all. Just she bringing up also. I'm done messing with her.
Hey, how you get that footage if you was running from the gun shooting? I said because the camera was behind me.
I'm done.
I was looking out for you though. I didn't leave you. I just got a little further than you.
She didn't leave me, y'all. She just went to check what was going on behind me real fast.
then we act like nothing happened and just went back to our
Right. So look, I think that was right around the time I went and got my fish and my fries and kept on eating.
I said, I'm hungry now. Like
That fish was good too.
I'm hungry now. Like we done did some work. We was running.
Right.
We was breaking in. Like, pew.
Shit. Carrying them chairs. Hey, carrying them chairs as far as we did, that was work.
Girl, yeah, because that last time we had to park like 5 blocks away
Way back there.
by that church
In the dark, in that grass.
in the grass. I remember.
Yes.
It'll
Oh,
be
remember them girls was stuck, they ran out of gas.
girl, child.
How you run out of gas? Why did you come down there without getting some gas first? So now you down there in the middle of the night
You
with
know
no
what?
damn gas.
Next year is
I can't hear you.
can you hear me now? Can you
I
hear
can't
me?
hear you.
Oh Lord.
Well,
I can hear you.
I can't hear you, but maybe we should call this a night.
Okay, well let me go out and come back in first. I want to make sure. Hold on.
I do not read lips.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't want to go out on no dry air. But what I was thinking was I hope that this 2021 that
We gotta wait till 21. So that's next summer.
Gabby. I want to interview Gabby. Gabrielle. And I'm gonna see if Mark can hook that up for us.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know that Gabrielle Union is from
the Dozens of Cousins.
She's part of the Dozens of Cousins, which I've interviewed some of the members of the Dozens of Cousins. She's part of the Dozens of Cousins from Omaha, Nebraska, and she comes back all the time. We might
because her mom still lives here,
right, and grandparents. So her we might not see Gabrielle Union every
Burn
time.
Dwayne Wade, they here all the time.
They sneaks in and they sneaks out a lot of the times. But she does frequent Omaha, Nebraska, which is where some of her family members are still at. So I'm going to see 2021 for Omaha Days. I'm going to see if we can get an interview. Maybe you and I can get an interview. But
Let's hope so. Now I want to say I hope that this corona clears up so that we can go ahead and do the red carpet premiere in July.
Red carpet.
I'm gonna pimp that carpet like.
And I got Kim for the photographer. You know, she does photography. Every time we get press passes, Kim, she's my photographer.
Well, Kim gonna have to get her own press pass because I begged for that one.
No. She's gonna be with us for the photography.
Oh, okay.
She's part of us, so she's gonna. We good on that. But yeah.
And then I want to make sure everybody knows to tune in on the 28th for our interview.
25th.
I thought it was 26th. It was the 26th.
No, 25th is a Saturday.
Yeah, that's my.
It's
No.
the 25th. At first,
The thing don't say that.
Yeah, it do. It's changed.
Oh, you changed it?
It was
okay.
But then he realized it was a Sunday, so we changed it to the 25th. So it's February.
That's Mama's birthday.
Oh,
April 25th.
You gonna be able to join the live?
I should. It depends. It's at 8. I know because I want you. You know, I have been wanting to do this.
Well, everybody, besides subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification for so you can know when we go live, we especially want you to do it because we have an interview with a author of a book titled The Secrets, and the book called The Untold Secrets is about a man who is now a preacher, a minister.
Good night, Carla. Thank you for joining us.
Good night,
love
Carla.
to you too, sweetheart.
Love you, babes. But the interview The interview will be about an author of this book who is he's an apostle, a preacher, a pastor, and it's called The Untold Secret, and it's about him as a young boy, like growing up from the age of like three, from the age of 3 to around the age of 16. He was molested, raped, abused, tortured by his neglected by his own mother and his mother's brother, which is his uncle. So he is going to talk to us about his life growing up,
and how he got over
it, and how he ended up in ministry, and and not only is he a apostle, but he's also a
businessman.
He's a businessman. He's a music artist manager for R&B, country. He'd have been managers of hip hop, rap. He actually used to date. Waka Flocka.
He don't like that one.
He actually.
I know you was gonna bring that up.
No, he used to date Waka Flocka's mother, Deb. Back in the day, that's how he first got into the music industry. Because when he was dating Waka Flocka's mom, Deb, he was like security guard, like like he was doing like security, and for different
artists like Gucci and all of them.
Different entertainers. Then he started like driving the tour buses for different artists and artists.
And he seen that the back end was making more money pretty much than the entertainers.
More profitable. So, he was like, why am I driving them around when I working on the other side, being a manager and all this kind of stuff. So he went from dating Waka Flocka's mom, Deb, to being a security guard, being a tour bus driver, and now he's a manager. He has his own management company. He has his own artist
label.
He has, he's doing a lot of good things. And one of the artists from our town, which is a religious group called The Chosen Few, and I did attend the pre-CD release party for The Chosen Few, which was at my church, by the way. But they are having a red carpet event as soon as this coronavirus is over. So me and Karma Diva and our photographer, we're going to be at the Chosen Few, their concert tour, like the stop in Omaha, Nebraska.
This is going to be their red carpet premiere.
Red carpet, girl. And I don't know what I'm going to wear because I'm a tomboy. I don't like wearing no dresses and no heels and all.
Auntie, it's just a matter of, do I want to be glittery or do I just want to?
I think you should do the glittery and dressed up, and then I'll do the tone down.
We can do that
because I'm not all that glitter and that dress.
Honey,
I'm not all that.
And see, and I want
to look presentable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So we might have to go shopping together. Because I want us to coordinate. You know what I mean?
Got to coordinate.
I want to coordinate.
Hey, we can do it.
But yeah,
we can do this.
It's gonna be so fun because we ain't really had red carpet events in Omaha. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. But anyway, is there anything else you want to talk about, Karma Diva, before we wrap?
I think that's about it. I just, like I've been saying, every week when we sign out, everybody, please be safe. Don't listen to the president, but listen to the respected scientists and doctors and lawmakers.
And
especially the CDC. Stay 6 feet away from people. Cover your mouth and nose when you cough, when you sneeze, because those droplets become airborne and people inhale them. Make sure you don't touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, because that's how the disease gets in.
Exactly.
Make sure you are washing hands. You can use the in a what's that stuff? The hand sanitizer in an emergency situation, or if you're out and about somewhere. But if you're at home, nothing beats good old warm water and some soap.
Yeah.
And just stay home.
Yeah.
If you don't have to, not want to, if you don't have to be out, stay home. Stay home.
Especially
Why?
coronavirus checks and you out there and you ready to splurge and spend because you ain't had no money like that in a minute.
Buy online.
Buy online. Amazon. Anybody?
Right. If you just got to buy online.
Buy online. Like I did. I bought me a new light for my green screen. That's all.
It's for the green screen.
I got a purchase with my coronavirus check.
She said it's for the green screen, but
it's put up for bills for emergencies.
And make sure you're paying your bills, because when this is over, honey, don't think they ain't gonna try to kick you out of wherever you at or shut off whatever you got.
And we don't
smart
want
people
and homeless and home.
Right. Just be smart, be safe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, matter of fact, today is the 17th, right?
Yes, ma'am. All day long.
Okay, so yeah.
Or at least for the next 8 minutes.
Yes, next Saturday is our interview about the untold secret about the guy who was molested and raped by his mother and uncle and other people as he was growing up. But of course, we make videos.
If you want more, I'm sorry. And if you want more background on him, we did an interview with him last week.
Yeah. And it was called
Music
Edward,
Manager.
Music
Douglas Manager. Edward. Yeah, Douglas E. Don't make me lie. And I know you don't know it.
It was Douglas E.
I know you don't know.
You're making me mess up. Edward Douglas, okay. But we did an interview like a few weeks ago with a artist management. Yeah. So if you check that out, if you check that video out, or if you already watched that video out, that same guy who is a music artist manager and has his own boot camp company, and that's the one that used to date Waka Flocka's mom, Deb, and that's the one who worked with big time entertainers like Lil Boosie and other people. He's the one who we are interviewing next Saturday on the 25th, because he has a book called The Untold Secret about a young boy, which is him, who was raped, assaulted, beaten, abused, neglected, all that, and some, from the age of 3 to around the age of 16 by his mother, his uncles, and other people. So that is going to be an interview that you don't want to miss on Saturday.
This is something that we want everybody to tune into, and especially those with kids, those who have to leave your children with other people. If that person is suspect, don't do it. Your child is worth way more than whatever you're leaving them with this person for.
Yeah.
Your child, and if your child comes to you telling you something, believe them.
Believe it first.
Believe them.
Believe it first. And you
take them from that situation, and then go investigate. But believe them and take them from that situation first.
And investigate, right. See, there's this lady who was on YouTube. She's a YouTuber, and she was talking about, how she was abused and stuff when she was younger by different family members. And she said, this is the perfect time for kids to be abused. Why? Because there's no daycares open. There's no schools open. There are people who still have to leave the house to go to work.
Right.
And nowhere to send their kids. So their kids are at home with
vulnerable
and brothers and sisters and fathers and grandpas and neighbors. And she said, this is the time. This is not the only time, but this is the type of time that
this is prime time, because moms, but moms are they're stuck. It's like,
Yep.
okay, do I
And they
feed my
have to have
family or
somebody watch the kid, you know?
right? And
So,
this person probably volunteered to watch the kid. Here, I'm at home. I'll keep the kid.
right. And me
And we can't
personally,
always say it's men doing it because women do it too. I mean, the
exactly.
likelihood is more that men would do it, but
And the interview that we're doing on April 25th, the main predator of this child from the ages of 3 to 16 was his own mother. But you know what got me? I read the book. You know what got me? Was that the mother didn't believe the uncle was doing it. The
like,
mother
hell, for you doing it, so why wouldn't he?
assaulting this boy, but didn't believe him when he said his uncle was also doing the same thing. So it's going to be a good interview. Trust me. Y'all don't want to miss it.
You know, I know we haven't gotten there. I haven't read the book. I've just heard bits and pieces about it, but it couldn't be mine. It couldn't be mine. They would barely be able to get the words out of their mouth.
But you know what? Back in the day, though, back in the day, like when I had
people didn't want to believe. They didn't want to believe.
When I had my sons, my oldest son is about to be 23, and he will tell you, it was probably 6 months ago, the last time I asked him, are you sure nothing ever happened to you when you was growing up? That you was afraid to tell me? Because I always told you from a very young age, I don't give a damn who messed with you, a pastor, a preacher, an uncle, a grandpa, come to me.
Right.
I will do something. I will react. I will make sure it stops. I will make sure they get prosecuted. I will make sure they go to jail. But you know how
kids
children are being threatened. They sometimes still don't want to tell their protectors that they are being
I have told my kids since they was 2-3 years old, since they could understand and talk to me. I said, there's nothing. I don't care if they say, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your mama. I'm going to kill you. Come talk to me. You come tell me. Let me deal with it. You come tell me.
But it's easy.
I don't care what they say.
It's easier said than done. But little kids, they can hear, oh, come tell me. And then the next voice, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stab you. I'm going to cut your throat. You know, sometimes that's way more than the mama over here saying, I'll protect you, you know, compared to the person saying, making all these threats and scaring the issue out of them. So even my oldest son, who's 23, he can tell you like months ago, are you sure? I mean, because I don't want y'all ever to feel like y'all could never, ever talk to me, because I know what it's like to be abused as a young child and somebody don't believe you. I know what it's like I have family members, I have friends, I have acquaintances, all who have been through stuff like that. So I know what it's like to not have somebody believe you. So, and my son, my oldest one, 23, mama, I would have told you by now. Come on. But I'm like, okay, once y'all old and y'all 23, 24, 25, don't ever say that I didn't try.
No, my kids, they know. And I mean, I talk to them, you know, like I said, I got a 17 and a 9-year-old. And I talk to them constantly about that same thing.
Yeah.
But my kids, they'll tell you, like, even when they get in trouble with their teachers, they scared. My son will be like, I'm scared to tell you because I know.
I remember one incident when my youngest son was in, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd grade, and the teacher was like, I'm going to call your mama. The teacher called me. She said, I can tell that you are a good parent, that when we call you and tell you your children are doing this, that, and the third, that you react, that you do stuff, that you punish them. She said, because your son, when I mention mama, he be like, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. And she was like, I can tell that you are not one of those parents who be like, okay, all right, I'll handle it.
Or my kids didn't do blah.
Or my kids didn't do it. She said, I can tell because your son be like, okay, and it's not like I'm over here beating him like in Mother, what's that TV show?
Oh, Mommy Dearest.
Mama Dear, yeah, it wasn't like I was doing that, but they know ain't no TV, ain't no video games, ain't no you can come out. You can
see, and my thing is, I know what my kids are like. I know what my kids are liable to do. So
Right.
it depends, and it also, I'll say this, it depends on what teacher or somebody's telling me
'Cause you know
that my
it.
kid is done. And I'm
You
like, okay, so if, say for example, it's my son and they say he got in a fight, like that happened in what, kindergarten or first grade.
Mhm.
Now, this boy, and it was literally like 2 days before school let out. I'm like, this boy been here all this time and you ain't never had one bad report about him at all.
Mhm.
And now all of a sudden you telling me he fought. I was like, okay, what did this other kid do to him? Oh, well, he
Wait,
says the kid pushed him, but I was like, because you're telling me that all of a sudden my son just decides to punch this kid out of nowhere. You saw that, but you didn't see what happened before. And she told me she made him write an apology letter. I
never
said, can I
do.
see it? She
They
said,
never do.
sure. I took that apology letter and ripped it up right there in her face. No,
They
no,
never do.
ma'am.
But see, the thing about me is when you a parent like you or I, and a teacher could tell me your child did this. I don't care if it's something really bad. I'll look at both my kids. I'm like, yeah, I believe you did that because I know you. And I might look at the other kid like, nah,
Right,
he didn't
right.
do that. There's certain things that if you really are in tune parent,
With your kids.
like
Yeah,
really in tune with your kids, you won't even sit there and argue with a teacher if the
right.
teacher tell you your child slapped the taste out of somebody's mouth for
Now
no
that would be my 9-year-old.
okay. And then there's the other child who slapped the taste out of somebody's mouth because somebody hit them first. So
Right.
you in tune with your children, you will know. And that's why from the time both of mine was young till they got older, the teachers, they always knew they could come to me. I was one of those parents where they, because I used to talk to teachers and they say, it ain't like they scared, but sometimes they hated calling certain parents because they could tell certain parents, your child in here cussed me out, up until three days, till
Yeah.
Sunday, 3 different ways for Sunday. And told me to go to hell and kill myself and choke on a
I
damn,
wish my
you know
kids
what I'm saying?
would.
And then the parent be like, oh no, not my child. Not my child. We was raised in the Kojic. Not my child. We religious, we Baptist, we sanctified. No, our child,
Right.
nope, not my child. I raised him well. I
Mm-mm.
hate those kind of parents. Like, okay, like your child, when he get out the house, he won't curse. He won't do nothing. Like, come on now. And so that's what a lot of teachers hated. They hated going to certain parents, but the one parents who do stuff, oh yeah, they love coming to me. Miss Tanya, your son. Okay. I'll talk to him when I get home.
Yep.
I'll talk to him when I get home. Yeah, you did it. Okay, we confirmed it. Yeah, you admit it. Okay, punishment time. But yeah,
Trust me, I get on my kids just as much as I get on them teachers. Like at the
exactly.
beginning of the year, my daughter was because my daughter has always loved school. She's always loved school. She was the weird kid when she was sick. She be crying because she wanted to go to school.
That was me.
And I'm like, but I
That
was kind of like that too because all my friends was at school. So fuck was I gonna do at home all day?
was me.
But this year she was coming home crying. Come on, my teacher, she yelled at me all the time, and she always picking on me and this and that, blah blah. And I mean, this was every day. And girl, I could not wait until open house. I kept saying, just wait. And I walked in that room. I introduced myself. My daughter was with me, and I was glad wasn't nobody else in there. I said, I really need to talk to you because my daughter has always loved school. I said, but every day she's coming home, she's crying, she's upset because she said you're yelling at her, you're picking on her, and you're pointing her out. I said, now, I'm going to tell you about me and my kids. I don't play when it comes to my kids.
Yeah.
Now, if they doing something wrong in school, I expect you as the teacher to contact me, either on the phone, email, text, or a note. But just like if they doing something wrong, they gonna come home and tell me if you doing something wrong. I said, now, Your job, you don't have to like her, but your job is to teach her. And you will not disrespect my child, just like I won't allow her to disrespect you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that lady was
The same way.
she apologized to me every day for a week. I was getting text messages. I'm so sorry she feels that way. I'm so sorry. I never meant to do that. Just
I'm,
make sure you correct the behavior.
I'm the same way, but you know what? Um, one thing that I experienced in high school, which I really, really hated, was a teacher who didn't contact me. Like it was like my child. You know how your child come home and they show you they work and woo woo woo. They're like, "Oh, I'm doing great in school," you know, woo 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 woo. And you don't know it all till you go to the, you know,
Mm-hmm.
sessions with the teachers. And
Right.
so I'm thinking they just doing great. And then I go to school for a parent teacher conference. And they talking about your child, he missing this, he did it. I
Right.
mean, on and on and on and on. And I'm like, hold up. Why you ain't never contacted me? They ain't never got no reason. I'm like, you got my phone number, you got my cell phone, you got my
Got my
work number.
email. You got
You got my personal email. You got my work email, but they
and
don't
you could have mailed a letter.
know until it's like at the last minute where the kid got
Right,
to
when it's too late.
grind they butt off to pass the class. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why ain't you call me? Well, we don't like to always bother the parents sometimes because some parents I'm like, I've been the same parent since grade school. If you got a problem with my child, you tell me up front so I can handle it.
Right.
Don't sugarcoat stuff. Don't wait till my child is almost failing. Then try to
Right.
tell me, oh, your child owed 10 assignments. Because what I will do is my child will have all 10 of them assignments due over the weekend before Monday. But
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't get that far. If I'm checking, okay, you know how you check the parent portal. I was big on the parent portal. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? The parent portal where they post the grades. They
Yeah.
post if you it's mainly in junior high and high school. And they post if your child is missing homework, what their grade is, if they all that, the parent portal.
Yeah.
And some of the teachers, oh my God, some of the teachers, they wouldn't post the grades right away. It'll be a whole week later and they still ain't posted the grades. And so I would hit them up, be like, is my son passing? Is he not? Because right now it says he ain't passing and he's on punishment. So you need to post the update of the grades. And they be like,
Right.
oh, sorry, we running behind. We ain't posted the updates. I'm like, okay, I'm talking to my child at home who it shows that he ain't turning no homework in 2 weeks.
Right. He getting
They
in
be like,
trouble
oh,
because you
it's our
failing to do
fault.
your job.
Yeah, I'm like, do your damn job. So yeah, girl, I'm so glad my kids is out of school. I'm so glad
You
that
know,
they out of
I
school.
don't mind it, but like I said, I get on my kids and I get on the teachers because, like I told my son's, what was it, his geometry or algebra 3-4 teacher this year, I said, it's your job to teach him.
Yep.
I said, you can't send him home with just a worksheet and no damn book that I can reference and I can't help him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
No
and
algebra.
if you, I said, and then, but I told him, I said, and I'm putting this on you, his failing on you, because you are there every day. You see his homework, you see the notes he's taking, and you see the test. So if you see that he is not getting the information or he's not understanding, then that's on you to make sure that he understands the lesson.
Exactly.
And then I had to tell them too. I said, and just because you stand at the board and say something, don't mean that he's retaining it or understand it. I said, because every kid don't learn the same way. And like
Exactly.
I tell my kids, there's more than one way to learn something. There's
Just like
always more than one way.
there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to learn something.
And so I had to tell him that. I was like, look, it's more than one way to teach him so
Yeah.
that he can understand.
Yeah.
And once he was like, "Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Let me see. And he went back to the drawing board. And oh, look at there. I'm like, don't be having my child failing because you don't know how to teach.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a village. I do believe it takes a village. I still believe,
Right.
even though my children are out of school, I still believe it takes a village, whether they're in high school, grade school, junior high, whether the parents
Right.
working, not working. I do believe it takes a village. I really do believe that. But sometimes the parents, the teachers want to send stuff home and just believe that the parents, they can catch on to this. Like some of us parents,
Right.
school in 40 years, you can't just be like, take this home to your mama and have her help you out. So I get it on both sides, like,
Right.
But anywho, it's been real
3
tonight.
hours, girl.
So this the last Friday. Wasn't the last Friday night live like 3 hours?
Yeah.
But it was lit the entire way, so I ain't mad.
Right.
And I appreciate
right.
you coming on. I appreciate Sir King.
Yes.
It was a fun.
And all the commenters, all the people in the chat.
Everybody who tuned in, make sure
you
share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed.
Yes.
Hit the notification bell. Hit it, Kia. Hey.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Sing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Yes, ring that bell. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and notification. Thank you. Hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go to live, and we really, really appreciate it. And on that note, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. The Hood Table Squad and the Primetime TV Squad. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And this was a 3-hour live, and we appreciate every minute that people have, used out of their time to tune in to us tonight. And in the meantime, in the meantime, stay safe. Be blessed, stay healthy, and we out. Deuces. All right, I'll talk to you later, Karma Diva.
All right, mamas.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.